well as jotting around town for just a brief moment to get the finest outfits thanks to your dear friend Thal. And then also you found yourselves balancing off a stairwell, at least Emberly did, before she plummeted down to the avenue on the bridge. And thankfully the city watch and thanks to Eltor rigidly casted spell of some sort of imprisonment with a force wall. Though you see clouds, tweets more. Though the chantings are not as loud as the evening from before, you hear a lot of soft words being spoken. It looks like various artists have taken to soft words to be spoken. You hear humming both air and by, and then you come to a double door, both air and by smiles at you from across the balcony. Plush toys he's dancing about. You find yourselves next to each other in the finest of garments. And you will need to, remind us exactly what you're wearing. Everyone, roll gambit. As you see a holographic, archonic illusion in the middle of the dance floor. People are taking on their particular form and fancy and ways of dancing. Thou was 16. Character, just after Eltor. As Eltor, please introduce your character and your owl friend that you recently summoned as a familiar as you walk into this posh, blue-tiled floor. The luminescent arconics.
Is dressed in fine clothing with a combination of purples and gray with some very sturdy, which is also again with a very fine cloak as well. And he is also, his companion for this evening is a snowy white owl, because he called Hedwig. And the owl is actually wearing a little vest as well, that's also purple and gray, with the symbol of the unicorn from House Orion on it. With the easygoing smile. But again, he does tend to, seem to be like a very proper elf. And always basically refers to people in polite tones, usually referring to them by their last names.
And Jerry, please introduce your character just before Emberly, as you both enter the room magnificently. And you see a familiar face over to your side. It looks like the young cadet that Emberly met that morning before. Well, Jerry, what are you wearing?
I'm wearing a very fine and neat, just like a black suit, bow tie, just a very neat tuxedo, if that makes sense.
And you're a Sindarian that look familiar to the jellyfish species?
Yes. Yes, blue, like a slight translucent blue, as well as my hands and feet don't really have much detail. They just kind of work.
Cocktail spinners as they place glasses down. Above them, looks like one of your other faculty members had spoken to that morning before. Well, you're not sure. You think it may have been Neb or Thal, but it was that nice gentleman that led time. Please introduce your character as you cha-cha inside.
The demonologist slash demolitionist professor at the school. She's kind of in her late 20s, so on the early side. She loves making things go boom, and she has bat wings. And she enters the ballroom. She's wearing this gown that has strips of chiffon all over it that are kind of tie-dyed light purple and light blues. And so as she kind of walks, they kind of wave behind her.
You notice the young cadet to your side, and as you peer around, you see a collection of dancers near the buffet table. No one else really strikes you. You see someone in your direction as you dance to the left and jive to the right. Mr. Giggles dances in between the legs of Jerry the Jelly.
Two.
And finally, we come to our dearest friend Thal. who's been sent here by his mother Yennefer. He's about to meet a bunch of debutantes and have to choose them for like a lineup.
Well, as far as introductions go, Thal is like sort of a pale-ish suit. It's like he has a vest, he has a shirt and a vest, and then over top is like sort of a purple overcoat with sort of gold thread sort of embroidered around it in like sort of wisp-like patterns. He's wearing sort of gold dress pants and gold dress shoes and a gold watch, and he is sort of he is rather social and friendly because that's all he's ever grown up with. But he unlike someone like Elturin, for example, he may be a bit more reserved in terms of actually doing much. He will socialize, but you know, you have to make an impression on him, basically.
Now, as you dance to the side of Emberly, you see a few ladies eyeing you, and their escorts turning their attention back to their martinis. Paying to people, he stops at the party. "Welcome," he says. Ethers, if we just listen.
Thank you. I was talking. Thank you for reminding me. Corbin has kind of tall and like lean. He is wearing like a 3-piece suit right now, sort of like a light, or like a dark grayish fabric, and the lapels are lined with like all kinds. It's more straight and like fine than it normally is. You could just see the little gray like streaks above the temples. His glasses are a little bit finer as well, just these circular spectacles that kind of hang down his nose. Sire, so he's always got like a little bit of jewelry, nothing too ostentatious. He's got an earring that dangles and a jewels. He like kneels down to check to see if Mr. Giggles laid an egg. And then as he sees this robot come up, he kind of stands up and he's like, "Thank you." And does he have drinks? Does he have like a platter of drinks?
He does. It looks like tiny glasses of champagne with tiny berries. Your favorite. What are they called again?
Ooh. The Bobo berries.
The Bobo berries. Yes. Tiny, fragrant little nuggets of love.
Oh, I love Bobo berries and champagne for a nice brunch, but I've never had one later in the day. And he'll tell, yeah, I think Corbin's gonna look for some there's the band playing. I think he's probably gonna hang over there.
Wherever you choose. After you decide to do so, there will be another gambit roll to see who scenes trigger when and where. Depending on what information you gather here at the Galla, may determine the events that appear. Well, don't all stand there gawking at each other. There's a Galla in front of you, darlings. Dancing, drinks, as well as intrigue on the balconies, if you so choose. And don't forget Neb or Thal. Neb, are you here? No, not yet. But there are familiar faces. As well as you walk up the stairs, you hear a collection of goblins begin to cheer. Gobble! Oh no, I'm sorry. Double! Thank you, Deep Space Nine. Emberly, as you walk by.
Oh, should we all roll Gambit? Or
In just a moment, I think people are still debating. I'm giving them just an option of time to devour the map.
okay.
You'll
I was
notice
just seeing roll.
saying, Emberly, you see someone looking at a display at the buffet table. They're counting what looks like small little Twinkie, bite-sized, delicious morsels. And my D&D Beyond just crashed, so give me just a moment. But table.
Any Doritos bags around here?
He spies at the different... What exactly are you wearing again?
She's wearing kind of tight fitting gown of chiffon that has just strips of tie-dyed chiffon like hanging from it so that it kind of flows around when she walks.
He seems to be staring at you. He's wearing some sort of robe himself. It has gold laid cloth on either side of him that goes down to the floor. And you can tell he has the handler's mark. It looks like a griffin clutching a sphere of some kind. Oh, what a delightful outfit.
Can I ask for clarification on what a handler is again?
A handler are kind of like, well, everyone roll history, and we'll see exactly who knows what.
Womp womp.
Corbin, you've heard of a story about 3 swans. They went by a mill, and then there were none. You believe that the handlers used this story to describe what happens when people in Ebberon. But then you also heard a story, as well as you, Jerry, about how the Orin, well, they decided there and then that the handlers were not exactly the right fit. They tended to worship a little bit of a different creed or crew, at least a nature or two. If you rolled 15 or higher, you may roll nature now. Meanwhile, Thal, you've heard of a story about 3 swans and some sort of beef, as well as anyone else who rolled 12 or higher, between the handlers and the Orin, but there really hasn't been any word of exactly where they're at as far as politically. They seem to be standoffish, and when one charges forward, the other one retreats. Some sort of balancing act. Eltor, more or less the same. Corbin, with your 24, you know that the 3 swans were enchanted according to legend of lore within the local area of Urunder. But as far as any other information than that, there was a whisper or two that Jerry heard as well, that the 3 swans were actually 3 scholars disguised in polymorph, and it was a handler that disappeared them. But that being said, you are there at the gala, and you hear a pop of a champagne cork. And it looks like for our gambit rolls, Corbin, you did not roll one, but we got one later.
When were we supposed to roll one?
Oh, when you moved your character, where you want to roll, when you move your character on the map, you want to roll
I
gambit.
thought you said...
Oh, no problem.
I was confused.
Emberly, did you partake at this particular table, or did you go on to go try and find the Doritos bag upstairs?
I'll grab some stuff here. Just a little nibble.
Just take a bite of one and then put it back.
This doesn't taste like Doritos.
The man is, well, awfully quaint and staring at you in your dress. Wherever did you get that?
It used to be a bed sheet, but then I adjusted it.
Oh, you're with one of the performers upstairs. Yes, go up the stairs and you'll see your buffet table. There should be a bag of Doritos.
Emberly's not gonna try to correct him and just curtsy a little bit and then use her bat wings to fly up.
Ooh. Eltor and Thal.
Chiffon bed sheet.
Chiffon bed sheets. Well, they are the brave and Sharn. Eltor and Thal, you both receive a point of inspiration. I'm still trying to locate you on the board. If you don't mind pinging yourself.
How do I ping myself on the map?
You'll see what looks like a target with a point and ping option.
You can also press X.
Corbin, I found you. Eltor, you take to the dance floor, and Jerry the jelly right beside you. Do you begin to twirl some presentations around yourself?
No, I'm actually gonna basically watch the dancers, watch the dancers that are the instructors, and I will basically ask ask for a partner and partake in the dance that everyone else is doing. Maybe learn some new steps along the way that I can incorporate.
Roll history or performance as you stare around and you guide your hands as well as your feet with the archonic performance by two illusions dancing around each other. After.
If you want to be okay. Oh, that'll be fine.
With your 17 on performance, you're able to keep up with the dance. Corbin, you know this tune, as well as the dance being performed on the dance floor. What is the name of it again?
The Tego. It's Syrian.
Oh, Siberian Tango. Tego. And Thal, for the life of me, I've searched the map twice and I can't find you, so when you do ping, let me know. Meanwhile, Corbin, with your 21 on investigation, you peer around what looks like a gambling casino almost here in the corner, overlooking the band that seems to be singing the Tego below you. There is a woman smoking off of a twig, and she stares up at you for a moment and then back at the wheel that seems to be spinning. There's different emblems on each of them, and you see the goblins as well as a gentleman to your left. They're all holding cards and rolling dice. At the same time, they begin to draw and drop that many, and then it looks like as the wheel stops, so does the round. And decisions are done, discovered. You hear "Dak" from one of the goblins as he folds and pushes his coins into the middle table. Another one screams, "Double almost," says another. And it looks like the one winning has the most coins in front of them.
DM, I'm pinging my token person.
I see you there, as well as the band, as they stare at you for just a moment. The tabaxi singing winks at you for a moment. She has delicate gray fur and black that goes as her set. Well, that's it for now, ladies and gents. I'll let you enjoy the tunes from the piano man. And she begins to dance down the stair.
He will give a quick nod.
Yeah, I would like to.
Well, sit down, sit down. One of the goblins eyes you. Irutu, he says as he points at one of the cushions. Do you speak Goblo?
I don't. But what I will do is and then I will start ritually casting comprehend languages.
The ends of your fingertips begin to glow as you write the runes into the air, and then suddenly the chitter and chatter of, well, whatever that was, becomes clear. And you hear them speaking common. Oh, put your cards in, says one. Don't rush me, says another. I can rush you all night if I want, says the other. Ugh. And then the man to your right nods and begins putting his cards in for another to shuffle. 10 ante, says another.
I take out a gold piece and I show it like with like a questioning face, like 10 gold? This, you know?
And then with the flick of a hand that seems to extend from her shoulder, you see the woman, well, next to you on your right now, hold out a collection of chips and takes your coin from you. And now, and you see them all toss one in.
10. Okay. I
10
will
10
toss
piece.
one in.
So 100.
Nice. For 1 gold?
For 1 gold.
Nice.
All right, you ante up. Meanwhile, it looks like Thal. Oh, you're going to buy me a drink then?
Well, I suppose as a reward for your performance, it's the least I can do. And he will go off to buy her a drink of sorts. What would you like?
Whatever you're having, I'll see you upstairs.
He internally sighs, and he will head off to the bar to find himself a drink at least.
The east, so to your right, just before the stairwell and next to the balcony.
He's gonna
Big stone guy.
he's going to go up to the bar and say, "A glass of your strongest elvish wine, please."
He's shaking some sort of mixer and ice. Right. And she pulls out 2, well, tentacles, where she lays down 2 glasses and pours out a bottle of wine between the 2 chalices. On the house, but you can leave a tip. And you see a small circular tail stem up, and he taps what looks like a fish bowl.
He will leave 1 gold piece as a tip.
Thanks, mate. Good luck at the tables tonight.
Interesting.
All right, Jerry.
And he
What's that?
drink.
You'll drink. Are you
I said
drinking your share of the wine before you give it to your companion?
Well, he forgot to ask for 2 glasses, so he will drink his and get another fresh glass for the person who requested it.
Excellent. And Jerry, tell us more about how the Jerry the Jelly takes the dance floor.
Well, as I slowly start walking onto the dance floor, I am going to cast a spell and a cantrip. The spell is going to be mirror image as you slowly see 2 perfect copies of me slowly emerge away from me and get away, fully mimicking what I'm doing. And the second one, the cantrip, being dancing light, as 4 torches, well, torch-like lights, are now surrounding me, just kind of helping kind of illuminate me. I'm using them kind of as a part of the performance. And you also see that there's about 8 other phantasmal lights, since the two mirror images are perfect replicas of me and what I'm doing.
So it's like an army of Jerry the Jellies have taken the dance floor. I bet Kelly would be... Yes, but she's an exotic dancer.
I'm literally dancing with me, myself, and I.
I hope you all enjoyed those little references. Meanwhile, Jerry is... What was that? Oh, we'll come back.
I
All right.
groaned.
You're wrong. Is there anything else you guys would like to do? We will speed up time a bit and roll 1 more gambit check.
Is there Doritos up here, or am I finding out later?
Emberly, as you go upstairs, you see a street performer. They're articulating their, well, contortions in such a way that they're balancing a ball with a jellyfish inside upon their front ankle, but over their head. It's quite remarkable. You stare at them for quite a while, but see no buffet table. It looks like someone is nearby juggling and blowing fire. You could try asking them.
Is that the Jellyfish Fest pageant Can't see the full name.
Oh,
Excuse
hello.
me.
Yes,
Do
hello,
you know
welcome.
any Doritos?
Doritos. No,
Yes.
no, I don't. Do we have Doritos? He stares over at a large cat that seems to be napping on top of the float that won last night's jelly festival. No, I don't know. Doritos. Can you say it again?
Doritos.
Dorito. No, I've never heard of a delicacy like that. Is it like a stew? Like a
No,
soup?
they're like little crunchy snacks full of bad cheese.
My mother used to make things like that. Yeah. Served them every Sunday. Yeah. Anyway, no Doritos, but this is the float, and he stares over at the float. It looks like streamers of paper, and it was more impressive last evening. But we won.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I was very impressed when I had seen it.
Oh, yes.
And she'll just try to impress him and make him feel good about his float.
That's very nice of you. Meanwhile, what are the rest of you doing? Emberly is on the hunt for the buffet table with the Doritos.
I think Corbin's probably just trying to get one over on these goblins.
Eltram were probably having small talk on the dance floor with his partners. He seems to be more interested in learning the music and the dance though than trying to hook up. But mainly, like I said, he's being polite and everything and being proper. But like I said, for him, it seems like the dancing and the music are the most important things to him at the moment. I do the same exact thing on the dance floor. Okay, yes, I do the same exact thing. Except I have to dance by myself. I don't dance with other people, unfortunately.
Well, yeah, that's the fun part of D&D. We can.
Eltor, roll persuasion as you chit-chat with others as you dance around on the dance floor. Corbin.
Okay, so how do I burn an inspiration to reroll that?
Wow. I
Well, you
rolled
would just
lower on
roll
the
it.
1d100 than I did on my deception.
You just re-roll whatever the last roll was. And as far as using the app on the Discord chat, if you got questions about that, we'll handle it during break.
Okay. Still failed miserably.
All right.
That's what I get for being social.
All right. And did you want to re-roll the persuasion for the inspiration?
I did. I think I rolled a 2 and then I rolled a 6.
Ooh, even better. Corbin, with your D3, roll of 3. Come right back to us. I'm checking the table now. Meanwhile, Eltor, you try to speak to someone, but immediately they whirl around you and they begin to laugh and chatter with their friends around them. But you are unable to strike up any conversation worth noting. Anyone else? And with that, we are going to take a 5-minute break and come back at 16 after, as I am looking for a table of cards for a moment. And then, Corbin, you also need to roll 1d6.
You got it.
Since this is now a break, how do we handle the removing of inspiration if I burn an inspiration?
Okay, so do... I'll send it over to you. It's a / and I want to say it's help and then DND.
Nope, I found it. I'm good.
Awesome.
If I remember correctly, we do get inspiration for showing up, correct?
Correct.
When the inspiration you told us to add, was that the same as the inspiration we were supposed to for showing up, or was that a separate one?
Also, I might have to BRB for like 5 minutes once my food gets here in like 10 minutes or so.
Okay. No props.
By the
I'll-
way,
I'll tell.
everybody. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I just wanted to let everybody know too that I have a guest that's listening in, and
I believe
super
we were
cool.
duly informed.
Okay. Cool.
Hello, guest.
I shall make
Hi.
sure.
I'm trying to make him feel uncomfortable. It's my nephew.
Oh, I was going to say, we'll make sure we make you feel as awkward as possible. So, or embarrass you as much as
Huzzah.
possible is what we will attempt to do.
Oh yeah.
Don't
Tell
worry,
him
I
if
won't
an
say the
NPC
horrible
comes
things I
up.
normally say.
Oh, what's that, Matt?
I said, don't worry, I won't say the horrible things I normally say.
If an NPC,
I think he's your age.
If an NPC comes up, he's gonna have to name them. So tell him to prepare.
There's gonna be a There's gonna be a test after session.
Yeah. 2 minutes and we start.
Perfect. This is one of the few times I've taken notes, so I'll be prepared for one.
I was telling Nav before session started that the fact that people here have nephews that are my age, I don't know how I should feel about that.
Exactly.
There's some old, like dusty old people in this voice chat right now.
You
Like,
mean
very
experienced
much.
and seasoned, unless
There's some
like I'm
ancient
like,
folks in here.
might be a little dust on the bottle.
There is some antiques in this voice chat with us.
Just because I have to put my wheelchair in the car before I head out to go dancing does not mean anything.
It's backup in case
Well,
you don't want
hey,
to drive home.
at least you could put it in there yourself. That's yeah.
It probably doesn't help that my grandparents do the same thing for pickleball.
I thought you get a. I thought every Florida resident gets a free wheelchair. Isn't that how it works?
They ran out of funding. They get canes now instead.
Oh no! Damn it, DeSantis.
No, that's hilarious.
Next, everyone gets free
It's
skates.
also so they can fight off against alligators.
Thank you, Matt. We're about to start again in a few moments. Now, when we begin, there's going to be a soliloquy. However, I'm going to give you all the floor. If there's anything else you want to do more of, meanwhile, Corbin, be prepared. I have found, supposedly, the correct page. Ooh, I have. Roll 1d4.
Oh boy. Okay. All right. Somebody call it.
Low.
Oh, what?
Come on. Call. What am I gonna roll on this D4? Somebody call it.
Okay,
A
then call it.
3.
5.
5, 4.
20.
Okay. Let's see which one it is. A 1.
One. You were so close.
Yeah, that's whoever said 20.
You're on the ball. All right, that being said, the dial turns. And of course, before we begin the soliloquy,
Thal is going to he's not in the mood for any sort of funky shenanigans, so he will leave the bard that's at Alcio Stairs high and dry, and simply sip on his wine, and then maybe engage in a bit of dancing.
roll performance.
I guess I would like to go to the bar too and get a glass of wine as well to put in my bag of holding for later.
Roll sleight of wine, each of you.
Okay. Sleight of wine is 9.
Thal,
It'll get messy.
with your sleight of wine, you're able to find the dance floor, and you see Jerry and Eltor. You seem to be getting a bit tipsy, though, as you down the wine as various debutantes and younger ladies stare at you. Again, their escorts standing directly in their gaze. And, well, place your character near the dance floor if you haven't already. And Emberly, with your sleight of wine, the glass jitters and jovels as seems like people keep knocking into you. Oh, sorry, they say, as they hold their champagne. And then, Corbin, the dial begins to turn, and each of the goblins begin to throw more money into the pits, they called it. Do you decide to bet more based on your cards? It looks like you've got a 7 and a 4. I don't know what that means, but it's throwing various 10s and 20s. One of them put 50. That's the one in the corner, the one that's been winning most of the chits or tokens.
Okay, so it doesn't look like people are matching. I will throw in 2 more. Because I don't have any indication if my hand is good, right? That's not, I don't know anything.
You can roll history.
Oh, okay. I have
And
a
then
decent
suddenly-
history. A 30 for a natural 20.
And then suddenly, it begins to turn. Bloop, bloop, bloop goes the small little pieces of wood against the arrow pointing at the wheel.
Out for him. I pour a little bit of the Bobo champagne on the goblin next to me's foot on the floor, and I say, "Let it ride." I drink some of the Bobo champagne, and I do a spit take at the goblin that I just poured champagne on his foot.
Get me a cloth. This one just vomited.
I take out my little kerchief in my pocket and I hand it over to him.
Just now, as this second round of play, you have noticed that the dial determines the amount of time you have to bid, and you have to bid based on your cards. It's a simple number of 1 through 10. 7 and 4 seems to be mid, about high, depending on what the others might be having in theirs. You can choose to throw as many cards away and draw as many back, it would seem. And it also looks like high or low.
Let it ride.
Well, I forgot. You already did low last time. Well, that being said, suddenly the dial stops on 3 magnificent ladies. One of them looks like a serpent. The other 2 look enchanted. One has petals in her hair, and the other one a raging water, like the river behind her. And then the goblin whispers, "Double?" Everyone quickly looks at their cards. Corbin, you said let it ride.
Yes.
Your first card begins to twinkle a bit and then becomes a 1. And then your second, high or low?
Let it ride.
The call is high? It is, as suddenly a 10 appears. And then suddenly people begin to scream, "Double, double, double!" You're not sure exactly, but it may seem as though anyone could be holding a 1 or a 10 or a combination of those. Roll insight.
Well, I still have comprehend languages, so if they're saying something in another language, I do know what they're saying. I rolled a 21 on insight. I think Corbin is like pushing his glasses down the bridge of his nose and just looking with the naked eye at everybody and like not even trying to have like a poker face. He's just kind of maybe like pouting his lips a little bit at them.
Sorry.
Dabo seems to be the name of the game, and whenever you seem to be matching the same card as everyone else, you scream it, especially once the dial has stopped, and that determines who wins the pot. The goblin that seems to be winning stands up on his seat. Dabo, Dabo! And he holds up 2 cards. And then he begins to spy at the rest of you. Meanwhile, everyone roll persuasion now, or perception. Corbin, you notice...
The goblins have names?
What's that?
Do the goblins have names?
You have to ask them to find out. Corbin, you notice that the goblin that seems to be winning, he has up his sleeves a collection of Dabo cards. That's right, he's been cheating. Meanwhile, it looks like Eltor, you notice the dance that, well, your dear friend Thal is trying to do as he's drinking from a chalice of wine or 2. And do you decide to assist them or allow them to continue dancing on the dance floor willy-nilly?
I will try to assist him to try to get him to dance along with what is
Amberly and Jerry, you notice, well, not much more than your wine delicately going into your bag, and you see another fire spinner. And then finally, you nail it. You see on the other side of the corner of the balcony, well, it looks like near the singer from earlier. Well, she's standing right next to what looks like a small table, and there is a lot of cheese. Different curds, different ways of cheese.
Is that W-H-E-Y or is that W-A-Y?
It's all in your enunciation, darling.
Can you ping the table?
Carnathian, Cernarian, Brarian, Canary,
Aquarium,
Farium.
librarian.
It's the name game. Suddenly you all hear the doors bash open from the other side as they echo over the piano. And in marches as you hear trumpets being played by one of the performers. Well, the handlers have arrived, finally. D&D Beyond just broke. I need to reload again. One moment. Alright, Corbin, what about says you? Are you going to challenge them with some sort of deceit roll or just let it all play out? Do you think you could win the pot?
I am going to point at that goblin that with the stuff up his sleeves, and I'm going to say, oh, fuck, I can't speak goblin. I'm going to see if he speaks fucking common, I guess. I'll do wait, halfling. I know halfling. Maybe that's close enough to goblin. I'll try halfling and see if he understands, and I'll just say, hey, what's your name, pal? Does he respond?
Prepare yourself. Corbin, as you say that to the winning goblin or the goblin immediately to your left?
The winning goblin. A 9.
Me mother gave me the name of... What was the name? We're waiting on you, nephew.
Say it again.
Legan.
Legan.
Hell yeah.
Me mother gave me the name of Legan, but you can call me Horse's Ass, as you'll be kissing it here soon. I've got 2 of the double cards in me hand, mate.
I am going to try to use my conjuration to conjure another 10 in my hand and sort of like tuck the 1 down my sleeve secretly. So I will like kind of wave my hand towards him, and as I'm doing that, like push 1 down, and another one will lift up from behind the other one that's standing still. So I will try to make it, because I think that's what we're trying to do, is we want 10s. And he's saying he has 2 Gabo cards or Dabo cards. So maybe he also has 2 10s, or he just has 2 of the same. I'm confused, but that's what I think the smart move is. So would you like a sleight of hand check or something?
Give it a roll. Eltor, as you're dancing there next to Thal, trying to help him keep time. No, it's like this. And then you try to scoot his legs further apart and help him bend his knees. Well, you notice out of the corner of your eye, roll investigation with advantage. You're not sure why you didn't notice it at first. You notice there is a collection of gentlemen not wearing the same fancy dress. One of them has larger shoulders than the other, and another is actually wearing a dress, but they have eyeshadow and different makeup on. And they seem to be staring at the lights around the room. I'll ping one of them here for you. Those are your Dorito bags for this evening. If you can find them and ping one, you receive a point of inspiration. Meanwhile, Eltor, you don't know exactly who they are, but they all seem to be exactly the same, like twins, but a centuplet of some kind? Quintuplet? You're not sure. You're not sure. You hide the cards around. Attention, attention. Thank you all for coming this evening. And we do want to recommend that the bar is open for all attendees this evening. And you hear a rush of a crowd and a hoot and a holler. Everyone roll history immediately. We'd like to thank you all for coming, your long journeys. And with that, we will start in showing exactly what it is that we have planned here for Bridge City. Or, as we like to call it, the Hammerfall. Griffin or a thing, a statue, larger than you could ever imagine, seems to take up the entire area in the middle of the hall. Large columns. Within it, it looks like one giant bridge with housing and markets, as well as a museum, a theater, and a large shipping and distilleries. It looks like the handlers mean to redo the whole dang thing. Meanwhile, everyone roll perception. And with your histories, it looks like Corbin, you're able to determine that this seems to be the leader of the handlers discussing a thing. But then you notice something along his neck. Roll Arcana. He's wearing some sort of jewelry that's encrusted with a rune in the back where you clasp it together. You can't tell, but it's perhaps, yeah. It looks like it could trigger some sort of invisibility of some kind.
That's the richly dressed handler? Or no?
Handler leader Helmhawk. He is currently on the stage.
Oh, he's over there. Okay. Awesome. So I'm like looking down at the back of his neck.
You can see between the banisters leading off into the large hall in front that, yes,
But I have a gobbo to deal with. Legan.
Emberly, you're the only one to spy this as you peer around from your vantage point. You see the singer in front of you. She smiles delicately with her gray fur and black eyes, and then she peers back at some sort of cracker or tart and takes a bite. Delicious. But whatever it is, you see an Emerald Claw commander walk out to the front. He seems to be whispering something inside of a sending stone. The handlers going all back together again, and yada yadas and blah blah blahs. You all have a few moments before something happens. Emberly does not
Okay,
alert
so-
the crowd. What's that, Eltor?
I'll say, do the people that say tuplets, do they look suspicious at all from here, or?
Staring at. One is a candle, another one a torch. Someone's actually staring at some sort of glimmering arcane spell dancing around. Their head is spinning. Anyone who rolled 20 on high or higher. What's that? Anyone who rolled 20 or higher on any perception check may roll investigation now.
Nice.
That's my third one today.
Keep them coming.
Emberly kind of zipped towards the corner though, and is looking around this table.
Are you going to take that, or are you going to roll a inspiration?
I'll use an inspiration. It's for investigation.
Yes.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
Nice.
You're out of the clearing, you know?
And Mr. Giggles give me any help because he probably has good sniffing abilities.
It could help.
Mr. Giggles can provide help, as well as any familiar that someone may have, like Jerry or Eltor.
Okay, I'll have Mr. Giggles help. So that's just roll it again, right?
Correct. And actually, you get to roll
Okay.
both of them again because they would have been the last two dice you rolled once everything stacks.
Okay. So I think the 18 roll would be best. That's for 23.
If you rolled a 15 or higher, you can tell that one of the gentlemen, who look exactly like another, has dark eyeshadow over his eyes, a broad chin, and muscular features, as well as a large chest. He outstretches his hand to what looks like the Dabo token dealer. She doesn't even look back at him, as she has no idea that she's, well, what's this? And then a third walks right up to security near one of the stairs, and then outstretches his hand. With nothing further, each of you roll initiative as you see blue, thick, rippling bolts of arcane energy burst from their fingertips and wrap the security guards. You hear a collection of screams and hollers. And for some reason, we have lost the music, so give me a moment. Oh, perfect. I'm glad it's working.
Oh, I don't hear anything either. Oh, now I hear it.
Oh, yes, it's there. With the initiative rolls, I got a 4 for Corbin. Is that correct?
You bet your ass it is.
Excellent. I got a 16 for Eltor. I got a Neb with 12. I got a Thal with 9. And I got a the Bat Chiffon.
You didn't. This.
13.
You didn't get a neb.
Oh, I don't have.
Also, Mage Armor on Thal is still up because he cast it like when they were getting their stuff earlier in the day.
The
Chasey
mage.
Macy.
High or low?
Low.
It has not. I would say yes. You see security begin to shuffle around, and they're not sure exactly what's going down. However, Eltor, you're next to Thal as you're helping them get the right dance moves. What do you do as you see blue electrical bolts wrap around the throats of 3 individuals here at the Galla?
Probably let's see here. So I got 3 people getting blue stuff wrapped around. Okay. Where? Okay. Can you ping the 3 people? Is it the people that have the blonde hair? Those are people that are casting the spell.
Great question. I will mark it here with some blue.
They look like halos that are attacking their faces, right?
Ah, okay. I see what you're talking about.
Yes. Alright, 2 have been marked, 3rd coming up.
Yeah, there's at least 4 of them.
All right. So obviously we're going into stuff. So we could do some stuff here. Bonus action is to Blade Song. Okay, that's the first thing we're doing.
Is this considered one? Okay, sorry, you got it.
You got it too. A point of
second thing we're gonna
inspiration.
do
You
is
got
the-
it too. A point of.
Why is the balcony an initiative? I'm scared. And the table.
There's reasons.
Oh no.
Yes.
The balcony rolled higher than me.
By the way, Mad, I saw that post. I will keep in mind your initiative is Claw.
Okay. And once I get there, I'm gonna cast. Let's take a look at my spells. We're gonna cast Dispel Magic on the thingy. Let's make sure I have it. Yep, we do. Let's cast Dispel Magic. All right, and then let's see here. Is the spell 3rd level or lower?
It is.
Then it should dispel it automatically if it's 3rd level or lower.
And it does. The electrical bolts go chirping from their fingertips. You see the handler prone on the ground, hunched over, clutching his throat, trying to breathe. Get him, he says. Sound the alarm, he says.
And then movement, I'm done.
One of the Styx members eyes the group and rushes over to the drow, enjoying the view. The Dracodic servants rush out the door. I'll move them here shortly. And you see a collection of gaspers and whisperers, and people begin to run out the front. And I'm looking for a player on the initiative. There's so many tokens. I think it's Bath Chiffon with the initiative of 13. If I'm wrong, quote me.
Could be right.
All right, Emberly, thereof.
A lot of them. I'm gonna use Mage Hand to grab if there is a Doritos bag on this table. And then let's see. I'd be able to get 4 blocks, right? be 1, 2, 3. Uh.
You see various patrons
guess,
begin to
well-
run around, and they tap your sides as they rush on by. What are you
You
casting?
stop that. Gambling table. I guess I'll cast Hellfire on it, which has a range of 180, so that should be fine. I created an eruption of smoldering hellfire around a creature I can see within range. The target must succeed on a charisma saving throw or take 1d4 fire damage plus 1d4 necrotic damage.
A blast of fire.
So that.
Also, I'm pretty sure that's a cantrip, so wouldn't it do more damage given we're higher level?
3d4. He succeeds though. So that's my turn.
A valiant effort from Emberly as her wings outstretched near the drow. She looks up at her. She stands. My darling, this was unplanned. We haven't even started yet, she says.
I know. You know who they are?
No, but... She stares at them for a moment. They look familiar. You may roll insight now. You can tell she's lying.
Gasp. I am going to get out. Oh, I'm thinking of the flute, but
Do you still have the action?
I guess not. Well, I did mage hand to grab the Doritos and then Hellfire. So that was like 2 cantrips.
Tray that looks like some sort of display. Them. Eltor, you notice the gentleman you stopped has suddenly recasted the spell on a patron nearby. Perhaps they think it was them that stopped them. The security guard over to the side begins to drop and cough and wheeze, the air being taken out from them. And Mr. Giggles is up, and then Thal, you're next. What's Mr. Giggles doing?
Oh, and Mr. Giggles, like, take out the flute and sing it.
Real quick, when he casts the spell, so he just cast the spell right now, is that correct?
He did.
I would like to try to counterspell that. So he will now have a DC. DC, whatever my spell DC is. Say 15 DC. 40 Constitution saving throw.
His hands spark, and then the lightning from his fingers begin to recede. Okay, hold up. Does a 9 beat your DC? No, I didn't think so. It fails again, and they stare back at you. Their eyes twinkling now with some sort of hue of gold and violet. Altor, Mr. Giggles, would have to roll Sleight of Hoof, because I don't know if he has Arcana as a skill. Does he? I mean, can familiars, isn't there a command word? What do you have to do? You have to rub the side of the flute? Was there something? You have to blow
Okay,
into
so
it?
what I have written down for it is whoever command word dirge, whoever plays it, an audience can command the audience to do an action. The party will be affected if they're not the player, so it would affect the other players as well. And the audience to do an action. The party will be affected if they're not the player, so it would affect the other players as well.
So,
Aren't familiars able to do our spells?
I would say
Like, we're
there's
able to do
gotta
spells
be a
through
way
them.
for him to do it. Anyone disagree?
Familiars can take magic action. They can't use your spells, but if they have something that has like a magic action, it's a spell attack or anything like that, they cannot do.
It also has to be a spell that's like they have to like touch the target. It has to be a spell like that. Like it has to be like killing touch or electric or something like that.
I think if I was Mr. Giggles, I would be able to do it.
No, I've never wanted something more than I want this right now, but can try to find a different way to make it happen. Okay,
Don't disagree.
I am
It plays
going
through. Is there anything you care to add from Mr. Giggles that he does as he plays the flute?
no. Is that my performance?
I mean,
don't know what a
Mr.
goat's
Giggles, I'm sure,
performance
has
is.
a dexterity
No.
or charisma.
Yeah, it would be the stats of the animal that he is right now.
Okay, so Dex is +0. And okay.
Well, performance would be charisma, which would be
-3. So 12. I think that's gonna be the best I do.
that's not bad. That's pretty good.
He blows with all his might and then rolls on to his back, taking his hooves onto the sides of the... But then, the flute begins to levitate into the air. It pierces a noise. It hits the hairs as well as the small fleshioles on the back of your neck. Are you giving everyone a command, or are you just having them dance?
I'm having Mr. Giggles give them a command.
And what's the DC?
I don't know. I guess I could look up command word. This item didn't come with one.
Well, then we'll use your caster DC for your spells. It'll be 8 plus your proficiency and your ability modifier.
+9.
So 8 plus
8 plus
9.
that, so 17.
17. Everyone, within the sound of this piercing noise, you then hear a melody fill your ears. It makes you feel so tranquil, like you're on a field, no, a mountain. There on the tip, you see the sun setting over the horizon, and you feel as though you are compelled to nang.
Corbin starts like body rolling but neighing like a goat while he's doing it. Like
Go,
Okay, well, I do have a
go.
question. Since this is Mr. Giggles doing it and not me, do I have to roll as well for Emberly?
Correct.
yeah, I mean yeah. You were not
So
the
it's
player.
a charisma. Is it a charisma save?
Sure.
Oh, do we even get a save? Oh, I didn't even know. Okay. Amazing.
What?
Natural
20.
20.
You guys are cheating over there.
2 nat 20. Let's go.
You
Let's
get a
go.
+1 for your nat 20 when you roll a save. And then, because you matched your friend, you get another inspiration point.
Nice.
Eventually, that'll all be written up somewhere. Meanwhile, back to the action. Everyone begins to neigh, or do they? Anyone hear that neighing say nay? You all succeeded on your DC 17.
Yay!
Nay.
Nay.
Body rolling nay with Corbin.
From henceforth, to begin your turn, you must neigh if you are still under the effects of the neighing command spell from Mr. Giggles. You're welcome. Alright, well, as I go through the initiative order, Thal, you're up.
All right.
Are
He is
you- wait,
fortunately
pause before you begin, do you need to neigh?
no,
Okay, good. Alright, continue. Neigh free.
because I passed.
Are you sure?
So first up, as my bonus action, I will cast Tasha's Otherworldly Guise. It's a bonus action, and it makes me, and I will draw from the lower planes. So I'm immune to fire and poison damage. I am immune to the poisoned condition. I get spectral wings and a flying speed of 40 feet. I have a +2 bonus to AC. All my weapon attacks are magical, and I can use the spellcasting ability modifier for attack and damage of my weapon attacks. And I can attack twice when I take the attack action. So I will cast that for my bonus action. So my AC is now 18 for mage armor and this bonus. I can fly. I'm immune to fire and poison damage. And I will use my newly found fly speed to fly straight off the ground. So I am now 40 feet off the ground. And so, okay. So how do we do, like, distances if I'm off the ground? Is it like Pythagorean theorem? Or is it
Yes.
like horizontal distance plus vertical distance?
So
Alright.
let's just say that you are now in the air. Your spell has levitated you up 20, 40 feet, you said? 40 feet. And now you have your
Yes.
full range of movement. So if you stay on this 40-foot plane of level airways, you may travel your normal distance or whatever your spell says, right? But if you travel downwards, you must then remove that from wherever you're traveling downwards towards.
Okay, fair. I will then use 30 feet right there. I will move right there. And I will use my main action to cast let's see. I will cast Sorcerous Burst at we're fighting the tentacle-looking skull. Like I'll ping we're fighting these guys, right?
Yes.
The guy I'm pinging. Okay. I will fire a Sorcerous Burst at this idiot. I will roll for attack. Does 24 hit?
24 does hit this assailant of the Emerald Claw.
Okay, I rolled an 8 on Sorcerous Burst. So I get to roll an extra d8. I actually rolled
Nice.
2 8s, so I get to add 2 extra d8s. So that was 8, 8, 2, 18, plus the 2 extra d8s. Well, I rolled another d8. Wait, what's the, what does the thing say? Maximum D8 you can add is your spellcasting ability modifier, so 5. Okay, so I rolled, I believe that was a 3 and an 8, so, and I get to roll another D8 because I rolled an 8.
Yep.
So 18, 31 damage total, cold damage.
31.
Yes. Okay, interesting. And then I will use, actually, I don't need to do anything. So I will pass turn as I glare at this idiot who is bloodied and no longer concentrating on the spell.
You see the security guard's fingers begin to, well, before they almost looked like they were withering in your eyes. But then they begin to breathe again and stand and strike at the assailant, marching them down to the ground and falling them prone. Well, at least they're going to try. And they succeed. Anything else, Thal?
Aside from aura farming, I will pass my turn.
And then from the balcony of the Jellyfish Festival here in Bridge City, in the Rock District, Corbin, the other goblins begin to, well, they stare around each other and drop their cards, and then run past the woman being strangled, but they only stare at her for a moment. The winning goblin, however, in the corner begins to take all of the chips and puts them into their bag of holding. Small glimmering glistens of arcane energy whistle from it. What do you do, Corbin? Oh, and you're muted again.
I'd like to use Vortex Warp on the Strangler. And I would like to try to put him directly in front of the winning goblin. Like maybe right in front of, like maybe even on the table in front of him, just so like the winning goblin's like trying to get all the stuff off the table, and then suddenly there's a guy just teleported on him and he's just like grabbing his ankles or something.
What's the DC?
So he needs to make a Constitution saving throw, and the DC is 20.
I'm sorry, did you say 20?
20.
20. And then in a flash, they vanish before your eyes. The spell is broken and they land square on top of the shoulders with their legs over to the stage between the banisters.
I will look over at the woman who's getting strangled. Does she look like she's okay?
She is prone and gasping for air.
Okay. I will, what is this like? Oh, okay. It's gone now.
Yes.
Okay. I will run over to this side. Let's see how much movement I got. Okay, I will try to like block the path down the stairs. And yeah, that'll be the end of my turn.
The fireworks echo throughout the room. You hear the band. Perhaps he's fleeing. Meanwhile, Etor, what do you do?
I haven't gone a turn yet.
Oh, Jerry, the jelly is 12 with the initiative. I'm so sorry, babes. I would say call it if we...
I will go ahead and move it 30 feet to about right. Give me a moment. There, because that's about as far as I can move. Then, using a 6th level spell slot, I will be casting Corrupting Ichor, aiming it directly at the Emerald Claw Commander.
Roll to hit.
Does the 24 hit?
Yes, it does.
Alrighty then, so that will be an initial 13 necrotic damage, and at their start of their next turn, they will be taking 6 d4s of additional necrotic damage. And then let's see here, for my bonus action, the rogue, that mage hand is invisible. And for now, I am just going to use the icon for my familiar to note where the hand is.
Breaks from dancing and tries to subdue the Emerald Claw officer. A small hand creeps around as multiple
Commander,
versions
not
and
the
visions
officer.
of him appear. What's that?
The commander, not the officer.
Oh, the commander. I see them now. I will mark them here. As they take 13 points of damage.
Yes, necrotic damage.
Eltor, you're up.
Hey! All right. So, question.
Oh shit! I
so
forgot
I
to do
failed.
mine.
So now, since I failed my save, do I have to do anything else?
Corbin? No, there's nothing else you need to do, Eltor.
Okay, good. All right. Let's see here.
As you scan the floor, you peer around and you can tell that it looks like there's, well, at least 3 or 4 different assailants on the dance floor. Or at least 2. And then you see the commander seem to be approaching Helmhawk, the leader of the handlers, as one of his own officials take to his defense.
All right. I'm gonna cast. Let's see here. I'm gonna cast Conjure my minor elementals. That's my main action. Now let's see here.
What's the size of those?
What's the size of them? It's a 15-foot emanation from me. So Conjure Elementals is on me.
Oh, I see. Got it. A ripple of conjured elemental energy whips around Eltor. Alright, anything else?
We're then going to move from here and draw my weapons. My move speed is actually pretty high. And that's going to be my turn. Because I don't think there's anything for me to do with my bonus action. Let me double check here. No, I think that's going to be about it. So everything's within 15 foot of me is difficult terrain as well. I pouch up my bag full. I'm now armed. And my owl is actually going to fly by. He's going to do the help action and just give me advantage on the commander the next time I hit the commander.
Excellent. Your owl flutters around, trying to provide aid towards your next attack. Meanwhile, Emberly, you see Vilianas. She rises from her chair, steps over to the side. I must warn them before you begin your turn.
Okay, so she's the one who I had the insight check that thought she was, and so I thought she had something to do with this. Okay, so
I believe you must nay.
I feel like I want. Nay.
Yes, yes. And you are correct. You can tell that she was lying about the Emerald Claw. She knew them, or at least was more than just familiar.
Okay. I want to cast Enlarge Reduce on her to try to reduce her in size. So
Are
she
you
has to
going
make a
to
Constitution.
try to make her into a mouse and then put a jar over her and put her into your bag? Some sort of witch's venom?
Maybe.
Just checking.
I have this new Doritos bag.
A whirl of energy.
Gosh darn it! Can I use an inspiration to make her re-roll it?
You may. Circles around her. And each
I
of your
quit.
spells.
Going to not knowing, or no, I knew it worked. I'm gonna jump down because I have bat wings. And get closer to everybody else, which is roughly about that far. And I guess those within range. I'll make everybody smell, or I'll cast Prestidigitation to make everyone smell goat just a little bit. Because I want to. That's my turn.
The smell of a goat quickens the area. The stench fills the air as well as the cinder smell from the fireworks out the balcony. The Emerald Goons seem to...
Alrighty then, I will go ahead and attack the Emerald Claw Commander again. This time I will be using... I'll use Mind Sliver. They need to make a intelligence saving throw. DC 16.
They fail as a sliver goes bending into their brain.
That will be 14 psychic damage.
They lay out a hoot
Just
and
double
a howl.
checking. And then for my bonus action, I will move my mage hand. Wait, hold here. Yes. I will move my mage hand.
Roll sleight of hand.
22.
You see her hands inside of her pocket as she approaches one of your illusions. High or low?
Hi.
You dash your hand into one of her pockets. Is it the left or the right? She's wearing a small vest. It's colored of green, and she's wearing emerald earrings.
Left.
You pull out a small note, and attached to it is a small bag. It looks like they're woven together by a piece of yarn or string. She seems unaware of the thing that you took from her. Mark it on your character sheet. The name may get an edit or rewrite. Be prepared. Anything else, Jerry, for your turn?
That'll be the end of my turn. And can you repeat the name of it just one more time, just so I make sure I get it in right?
Emerald Claw, note, or envelope with attached bag. And something roughly along those lines we should remember.
Alright, got it down. That'll be the end of my turn.
Illusion. In crystallized form, with some sort of arcane horn, summoned creature. with that, we move on as people begin to subdue one of the goons. The security guard is bashing his head against the tile floor. The other one, up on the balcony near Corbin, stares at the goblin in front of him, who stares up, briskly, waiting for the first move. The goon tries to snap his neck, putting his hands around his head, but then the goblin bites his finger and takes it clear off and spits it onto the ground, takes the rest of his chips and runs off the balcony, down to the floor. Mr. Giggles is continuing to play his delightful neighing tune, and Thalancor, you're up.
Alrighty. Let's see here. Alright. So where are the Emerald Claw peoples? Oh, the commander got yeeted all the way back there. There's an officer somewhere here too. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's alright. So I have 40-foot fly speed. So I will use that to move about right here. I will use my main action to, let me just check the distance real quick. Is he close enough? He is not close enough. Which is rather unfortunate, but no worries. I will cast another Sorcerous Burst at the Emerald Claw officer near the invisible mage hand. I will roll to hit. That is a natural 1.
Do you want to use a natural inspiration?
Yes. I will, in fact, use a natural inspiration. That is a 30 to hit.
A 30 strikes upon the commander. Going for the officer.
It's not the commander, the officer.
The officer. Roll damage.
Alright. He will be taking cold damage as well. Alright, that is 15 damage, and I rolled an 8, so I get to roll an extra 1d8. And that is 4, so 19 damage.
19 damage bloodies the bastard, and he struggles to be able to tell. Well, he starts checking his pockets, and he looks around. He stares back at Jelly's illusion for now. Thal, anything else?
Yes, I will use and then I will use a quicken spell. Actually, I will use a bonus action to unleash my innate sorcery. So I get an extra 1 to my spell save DCs, and I have advantage on the attack rolls of sorcerer spells I cast. And now I'm realizing I should have done these the other way around, but oh well. That is it for now.
Jerry the Jelly, it seems as though your illusion up on the balcony has, well, puffered out. As the goon of the Emerald Claw begins to walk back down the stairway.
Wait, I put an illusion on the balcony?
Apparently, it killed it. I thought it was a real boy. Turned out just to be made of wood. Everyone, roll perception immediately as you hear something outside of the balcony and smell something other than firework powder.
Yeah, 20.
Val, high or low?
Whoa.
Well, your ears perk up, as well as Emberly's and anyone else who rolled 13 or higher. From outside, you hear explosions, but not fireworks. And then, Filianus turns towards Emberly. It's begun. I'm too late. Apparently, this is what they had planned all along. Meanwhile, recently it looks like it's just docked in the mage quarters, and you see a collection of, well, no, it couldn't be, small silhouettes of robed figures. They're all wearing different hats. They range from large.
Val will point that out. I let me check the map to see who's he's closest to in terms of other party members.
You have a sending stone with us.
Okay, I will communicate that into the sending stone so that they all receive the information. There was an airship outside, and there was various shadows of various figures. Keep an alert.
Corbin, you hear something coming from Thal over the sending stone as the goblin in front of you dashes off to the side and lands behind the piano. The goon approaches from the other side, but he is out of actions.
The goon, you say? Well, I have a goon of my own. I'm gonna cast Summon Shadow Spawn. And I am going to do I think it's the Despair one. Different ones to do. Oh, Fury. Fury is the one. So, big angry shadow guy is going to. I'm gonna drop him right in front of him. And we'll say like right here. And as soon as he drops, he is going to let out this horrifying scream. And I need all of the creatures within 30 feet of the shadow to make are they Constitution? Wisdom saving throws.
Your turn is null and nade, unless you... That was a good shadow.
I'm a sickly goat.
The majority of them failed. However, the Emerald Claw goon in front of you was the only one that succeeded with the 19 on the die.
Okay. So dang it. So
decisions
I
are the
think that's
worst,
all he can do for
especially
this
here
turn.
in the Galla of the Handlers.
Yes. That's the end of the Shadow's turn. I think Corbin will oh, so I didn't say they're all frightened. Did I say that? They're frightened of the spirit for 1 minute. Corbin is where he is. Like, I don't know if I can see Emmy from where I am. I don't know if I can see. This map is too big. I can't see
You may roll persuasion
I
or
see Neb at the
perception to
front
see if
door.
you can find the other players. If you have an ally nearby, you may roll persuasion instead.
22.
All right, whom are you looking for? Emberly?
Yeah. You know what? I'll say I'm looking for good old Emmy.
It's hard to spy at Jerry as there's multiples of him floating around the Gala. Even one of the goons mistaken him for a fleshy, but it was only an illusiony. Meanwhile, you see Emberly, well, on the other side of the balcony, down below near the buffet again.
Okay. In that case, I will book it in her direction. But I've only got 30 feet of movement, so I will go. End of my turn.
The band disperses in frightened figures as they stare up at the balcony above their head. The young cadet seems to rush back in to the Gala. Hey, you receive a point of inspiration.
All right, one second. Let me add that real quick.
Reinforcements are here! You hear the cadets scream into the atmosphere. Fireworks bursting, bombs too. He stares out the balcony.
So the Emerald Call commander in front of me, he's obviously a bad guy, right? Did he not do anything this turn, or?
Oh, good point.
He hasn't done anything any turn, or else he would have taken so much damage already. Oh, also, if they want to remove the phlegm so they don't take that necrotic damage, they have to take a full action to wipe it off.
Lightning trickles from their hands as they try to attack you, Eltor, in front of them. Does an 18 hit?
Armor class is currently a 21.
The Emerald Claw Commander at the start of their turn takes 15 necrotic damage, by the way.
Noted. And then you see tentacles dashing from their hands like electrodes. And they fail to hit you yet again, Eltor. It is now your turn.
All right. Well, I'm going to have Edwin give me advantage, and I'm going to attack with my short sword first. One second.
Damn. 25 hits.
25 hits. Good. And he's going to take this plus another 2d8. And we'll make it fire. So that plus... plus that amount is fire.
Damn. They fall to the ground. Dead. But then, the wounds begin to bubble and pop. Roll Arcana immediately. There's some sort of clone, some sort of crafted figure from an arcane substance, but it melts into the floor, and you only see the gear they were wearing from before.
Move to here. All right, and let's see here. We're going to do a. Let me just take a look. We're going to nick now. We're going to attack him with my vicious scimitar. Fortunately, I don't have Vex on this guy, so it's just going to be this. Is that a hit?
17 hits.
So this would have been a booming blade attack. Let's do all this real quick. Going to take that much slashing plus that much sonic plus that much fire.
Damn. They still stand, though it looks like they're nearing being bloodied. As you see, each of your wounds cut them, but no blood flows from them.
All right. Now let's see. Because I nicked with the scimitar, I'm going to attack with a short sword on this guy. Oh, I'm sorry. That was a vicious scimitar. I forgot. He does take additional this as well. This is additional slashing he will take. This is from the previous roll. I forgot I was slashing. My bad.
Noted.
Okay, so okay. Now we do my bonus action. Do a last attack with the scimitar, but I did not hit with the short sword, so I do not get advantage.
Hit.
It'll take this much slashing plus. Plus that much slashing plus that much fire.
I believe the grand total is 45. Feel free to correct when you have the math completed. Anything else? As you
I'm sorry, I just
slash
said
and you fire and you brim this creature to its knees.
Nope, that's it. Action, movement, and bonus action.
Its hands crack and crickle and creak, and you see electricity begin to appear in blue arcane ways. It lashes out towards your throat. Roll a wisdom save.
I will reaction if I can see him, wherever he might be, and I will attempt to counterspell if he is casting a spell.
I believe the range is like 120 for that.
60
For
feet.
counterspell is 60 feet. 60 feet.
You are right on the cusp of 60 feet. We'll give it to you. You count. Anything else, Eltor?
Nope, that was it. That was all my action, bonus action, and movement.
Emberly, you find yourself there. What do you do next?
Every time I try to do something, things have moved, or like figure out what I'm doing. People have moved. I'm going to move my grouping 40 feet, which I calculated to is about here, and to drop my Eldritch Cannon. With that, I am going to use the Force Ballista on it, which lets me target a single person. And I was gonna attack the Emerald Claw Commander, but I don't see him anymore.
He has died, turned into goo, and disappeared into the floor. All that's left is his gear, but no more.
Who still looks like a bad person?
There is an Emerald officer near one of
There's
Jelly's.
the officer next to.
Oh, fill in the blank, Jerry. Go for it.
I'll say there's the Emerald Claw officer right next to the Jellyfish Juggler, as well as just underneath the both of them, there's the Chimera that the Emerald Claw officer summoned.
Oh, the Chimera there. Okay, the Chimera is the thing that got summoned, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Though
I guess
spell they through some item.
Okay, I'll still attack that with my Forced Ballista. And I will find that action so that I can do it. Okay.
Oh, Emberly, your turn is null and nade unless you do a thing.
The flamethrower, not the cannon, or not the Force Ballista. I guess we. So I was trying to find information on it.
You might have to
Um,
select it from like a drop down or something for it to show up. I'm not too sure though.
Okay, well, it's saying that I need to do a spell. Okay, so +9. 9 + 4, 13.
Is that upon the officer
I
or
am also
Chimera?
the Chimera.
Your spell dashes onto the
I'll
ground
also
in
use
front of it,
Flash of
and you see
Genius
its
to add
paws
4 to
whirl
it.
up and down. It roars a bit, but the 13 missed.
I'm using Flash of Genius to add 4 to it, so it's actually 17.
It succeeds as the flash bounces up into their jaw from the floor under them. The roaring ceases. Roll damage.
Okay. So it's going to be 26 force damage, and it will get pushed back 5 feet.
Their feet go up into the air, dancing against the bolts of Is it electrical energy that it's casting, or just fire and brimstone?
Fire and brimstone. I would say infernal energy,
The cracking wisps
but
of
spell-wise, it's not electricity.
crimson energy dash against their paws, and they dance up, pushing them back 5 feet. Anything else, Emberly? As you are the first to deal damage
Nope.
upon the Chimera.
She's just gonna go, "Mah." And that's my turn.
All right. I do not have to say the magic password because I saved. And I will use my main action to... How do I draw a circle on the map again? I found the overlay. Need to figure out how much 20 feet is. No, that is not 20. That is not 20. To make it, no, I need to make it bigger. 20. There we go. That looks like apologies to this jellyfish juggler here, but you're gonna have to be collateral for the sake of this. Oh. Did he move?
Just kidding. He will if he survives.
Okay, I will cast Ice Storm with a 4th level spell slot. And, the saving throw.
Yeah, okay. They both fail.
Okay. So they take 2d10 bludgeoning and 4d6 cold damage. So I'll roll the 2d10 bludgeoning. That is an 8. And then I will roll 4d6. That is 2 1s that become 2 2s. So that is 12 cold damage. They take 7 bludgeoning and 12 cold for 19 total. And in addition, the area of effect, so that circle, is now difficult terrain until the end of my next turn.
The Emerald Claw officer turns to a stone statue for a moment before they snap and break up into dust. Their gear falls to the floor. The Chimera howls, and you see arcane swirls of energy begin to disperse this summon into...
And then,
Embers leaves you look impressed.
and then I will quicken spell, so I will burn the 2 sorcery points. Let me burn the sorcery points. Confirm. I am at 10. And I will quicken cast Sorcerous Burst on the Chimera. So I will roll. Does a 20 hit?
It does. You strike the mane of the lion. The goat wriggles its head.
I roll damage, and I can, because it's cold, I can roll minimum of 2. 4, 3, 3. That is 10. No 8s, so no extra, unfortunately. So that is 10 cold damage.
You can roll inspiration on your damage roll if you so choose.
You know what? I will burn 1 inspiration to re-roll 1 of the damage dice and see if I get lucky. So that is 1d. Reroll 1 of the 3s, and it becomes a 7, so it'll take 4 extra damage. And then I will, as a free action, because I can do it as a free action, I will burn a 2nd level spell slot. I think that's... Let me just double check the math.
So far, I think it's
wait,
good.
and we'll know. I will convert a 1st level spell slot in that case to 2 sorcery points as a free action. And then that is my turn.
Swirls of energy still
I just noticed he skipped over me again.
by around the dance floor. And Jerry the Jelly. Is that you there in the midst of all this ice? If so, you must roll a die of some kind. Though your turn would happen just before the quickening of Thal's spell. So I'll allow you to take your turn, knowing what might happen.
What I want to do is I'm going to cast a pyrotechnic at the Chimera, and it needs to make me a Constitution saving throw. 16 is the DC.
Your pyrotechnic glances against the arcane energy, and it fails its DC. The serpent swings its head around the goat's head.
It now has the blinded condition until the end of my next turn. And dang it. So technically the officer one fell yet by the time it's my turn. Alrighty then. Let's see.
To save you the
What's the number for
spells,
my bonus action then?
the claw officer is dead.
I know, I was gonna use my mage hand to grab his loot.
I like it.
I mean,
Roll
since
sleight-
it technically still be up, I'll just... .2.
22 succeeds in taking whatever is left inside of their pockets. Anything else?
That will be the end of my...
You hear screams from outside of the balcony. Explosions continue, and the propeller of an airship goes whirling by the window. Corbin, what do you do? I believe it's the ethers again for you.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on, to be honest.
You have frightened a collection of
I
goblins.
think-
Meanwhile, Amberly has dropped down
Yes.
her cannon onto the floor. There is still a goon that is approaching Thal, but Thal thankfully is out of range, so he is turning attentions towards Jerry the Jelly, who has created illusions onto the dance floor, which are currently being rippled around an icicle field, which is damaging the Chimera, who will be moving shortly, but will have to spend most of their actions moving out of the...
uses action to dash next to Emberly, and then his shadow will attack the goon. Don't know why it's not giving me a button to roll.
You can always
Hold
roll
on.
1d20 and then just add the number. And you get advantage, as the Emerald Clawed Goon tried to attack your shadow, but failed. Miserably.
Okay, here we go. So two of these. So 16 on the first one. Does that hit? 8 plus 4 on the first one. So 12 damage for the first attack. And then 9 damage on the second attack.
Your goblin swipes its chest, and for just a moment, the goon looks down, and a ripple appears, as their body is split into two. They fall onto the ground, melting away into the floor again, leaving only their gear.
Oh. I guess if that's the case, then it'll also use its movement. So it'll just tear through this guy, and then how much movement? It has 40 feet of movement. So it's going to go after the winning goblin. So I think Aiden like crashes into the piano and then like stands up next to the piano and tries to get past the player, and probably ends up like somewhere right there. And that's the end of his turn.
Then back down towards the Chimera. At first they were going to shoot Thal. With their semi-automatic energy blast towards the Chimera. You make some decisions about what to do next. There's a Chimera left, as well as one goon. They're approaching Thal, but turn their attentions over to Jerry.
I'll be fine. I can dodge at least one hit.
All right, I'll be going on my. I know what to do once he gets to my turn. So. Okay, so Headcook's gonna give me advantage to hit this guy. Then I'm gonna stab with my short sword. I'll re-roll again the crit fish. Okay, so that should hit. I'm gonna take this plus yeah, he's gonna take 6 slashing plus 3 fire.
Noted. Anything else as your sword goes rippling through its chest, though no blood is poured.
All right, I'll strike him again with the vicious scimitar now, and I'm gonna cast booming blade when we do so. And he's going to take that much plus this.
He scatters and falls, leaving only his gear.
Look at something real quick. Let's see here. So I have now another 10 feet. Okay, so I get to move 45 feet. Moving right there. I'm then going to use my my nick into my short sword to hit the chimera. I am guessing that's a miss.
Oh, I forget. You don't get to crit fish. That is a hit. And the Chimera's initiative is 11.
Okay, so hold on, we do damage to this guy. So 6 piercing plus.
The
And then finally
Chimera
my bonus action.
is bloodied. You see translucent skin glimmer onto the dance floor.
All right, and now my bonus action, I'm going to hit him with the vicious scimitar. Which I have advantage for because I got him with the what's it called? Because I got him with the short sword because of X. Take that much plus this. The D6s are slashing. The D8s are fire.
Its legs wobble a bit. You see the arcane energy begin to break down.
And that is going to be the end of my turn. It's movement, action, and bonus action.
Emberly, Eltor dashes up, creating a booming noise from behind them, and then a dazzling arcanic blow to the Chimera in front of you. What do you do next?
I am going to have the cannon throw another forced ballista at it. So that is +9. Okay, I'm going to use my Flash of Genius to add 4 again to that, so that would end up being 14 to hit.
Point of inspiration, that is its AC.
Okay, and so I am going to roll for damage for that. That is a bonus action for it. So 16 force damage. In Scorching Ray. So I'll throw all 3 rays at it. I have to roll it 3 times, 1 for each, correct?
Yeah, there's 3 separate attack rolls.
Okay. So the first one is a 27. Second one's a 15. And the third, I will. So I'm assuming that means all 3 of them pass.
They do. Roll damage.
Okay, so the first one, oh, that's ugly. Third one will be 8 fire damage. And while I'm throwing all of this, oh, go ahead.
No, you're good. What's that?
I was just gonna say the next thing, but I guess I should at least make sure it's still alive.
Each of your scorching rays go into its chest, belly, and one of its 3 heads. They howl in pain as a breath weapon goes whirling out of their mouths. They fall to the ground and disintegrate into small shards of stone. Meanwhile, the other goon gets a message on their sending stone. You may all roll perception now to hear what was said. In Elven, if you speak it, "Flee now, you idiot! You imbecile! Get out of there!" They suddenly start dashing towards the front door. Yes.
Is thou next in the initiative?
You are Thal. What do you do?
Thal at this rate with his Tasha's otherworldly guise on and drawing power from the lower planes looks less like a pale skinny elf and more like a demon prince from the seventh ring of hell as he kind of smirks in Elvish and says, I'm trying to find where this guy went.
He went north.
Where did this... I know he went north towards the door. I'm trying to find his, like, little icon thingy. Aha! And because it's my turn, this ice circle goes away. He's gonna smirk at the elf and say, in Elvish, not so fast. And he's going to use his 40-foot fly speed to go, like, he's going to go about right there. Or, yeah, right there. And, he will... I just realized that because my innate sorcery is up, I get advantage on my attack rolls. So I will cast Sorcerer's Burst, attacking him, and I'll have advantage. I forgot to roll that. I will roll again for crit fishing purposes, and that's not a crit, so
11.
does 23 hit? I believe that's what I rolled. No, 27. Does 27 hit?
It does.
All right, time to roll. That's
Here. Still, he ventures forward. Crackling ice hits the floor.
and then I will use a bonus action to quicken spell. Burning 2 sorcery points, and I am going to literally cast Sorcerer's Burst on him again. So I will roll to hit. This time with the pro. Alright, 24 hit.
24 strikes the back of him.
Alright, time to roll for damage. There's an 8, so that's 16, and I get to re-roll 1d8. Oh, that's actually 17 because I roll, all my 1s become 2s when I do cold damage. So 17 plus whatever this d8 is. That is a 5. So 17 plus 5, 22 cold damage.
He struggles forward, the ice breaking, well, if he had a spine, or at least his sides. Anything else, Val?
Let's see, what can I do for free action again? I can burn sorcery points for spell slots. Okay, and then I will burn 6 sorcery points to get a 4th level spell slot back.
Corbin, whirls of energy fall from Thal. What do you do next? As the last goon flees for their life? The ethers are thick.
Sorry. So I think the shadow is going to try and grapple the goblin if possible. That's one thing. So I think it'll be easier for me to start there. So you said grapple is now like just a hit.
Yeah, hit,
I guess
and
it'd
then
still
you
just be like a strength.
grapple them in place of damage.
Gotcha. Okay.
But it usually takes everyone's full action, because unless you're a monk of some kind and holding a weapon, you would strike first and then grapple. And then that way you can pummel them with the
So,
weapon. Or something
I used its strength because I feel like that makes more sense, but normally an attack from it would be my spell attack. So I don't know if I should do like. Do you think I should do that, or do you think I should do strength?
I would. Spell attack for sure. And then
Did
opposing
Mr.
grapple.
Giggles give aid?
Mr. Giggles. Give
Oh,
aid.
also thank you for Mr. Giggles.
Excellent.
Um,
Eltor, did you
I'd
neigh
like
on
to
your
add
turn?
that.
Nay!
Thank you. Your turn plays through.
Um,
Nay!
it's like working
Everyone
with the
be paying
post
the
office.
Mr. Giggles tax.
Right.
Spell attack roll is wow. Okay, a 30 for a grapple. So I'm guessing the goblin is grappled.
The goblin from the Dabo table
and then-
is grappled. Yes.
The shadow is just gonna look at him with this like angry, like furrowed brow of smoke and darkness, just to kind of scare him. And
Corbin's
Corbin,
used to people staring at him like that.
but it's the shadow. It's not Corbin.
Oh,
Corbin's gonna look at Emberly and just be like, "What the hell is going on?"
I think Emerald Claw Goonies crashed the party.
Yeah, but
And
what's going
that's
on now?
in the way of me eating my Doritos. Can you believe this nonsense?
They had Doritos here.
Is this through the sending stone, or the rest of us can?
He's standing right next to me. Oh,
Yeah, but I've also probably like butt dialed you because I'm 62. So you just hear like a muffled version of the conversation from my butt right now. And I mean, what should I do? It's great that they had both of our favorite snacks here, but like, I'm just at a loss. My shadow's over there. Can you see him? And he kind of like points over. It's like right, see him over by the piano. He's like choking out that goblin right now. But the goblin was an emerald claw, so I'm kind of, I'm at a loss here. You need help?
I don't. I've just been trying to attack that giant chimera thing. Eventually, we're gonna have to see what all that sound outside is, because it sounds like there's an airship there, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe I should.
Okay.
Maybe we should get to the balcony.
Maybe. There's all these handler leaders, handler general officials, and I don't know if they're good or bad.
A bunch of dice just fell from the ceiling and hit me in the face. Sorry, no, I'm just kidding.
The last goon is dead, decimated by a flurry of bullets from the back. Well, thanks to the security of the handlers.
Okay.
You are all out of combat, officially.
Looks like it's working itself out. Do they have more Doritos?
Ibs.
I'd like to say yes.
She said dibs. I think that's what it sounded like she said.
Yeah.
God damn it. Okay. All right. Well. Where's everybody?
Ibs is like a fairy contract. Like, you can't break it.
Yeah, no, I know, but listen, sometimes you gotta share. Did I not teach you that? Was that a lesson that I missed?
Yes.
Okay.
And with that,
Well-
we're going to take a 5-minute break and come back at 20 after. Grab a snack and a drink. Don't forget to bark at your cats and snark at your dogs and chirp at your birds. and then we'll have the party reconvene.
I hope next time we roll initiative, it actually puts me in initiative.
I know, that was so weird. I was like, wait, what happened? I think I realized afterward.
What's funny is I was the first one to roll initiative.
Music's getting me in a tropical vibe.
Yeah.
When do we get an island episode, Verb?
When you all go to the ocean. Right now, it's
We get the
Steamboat.
beach
The
episode.
episode.
We're gonna have to take a vacation at some point. It's summer.
Do you think they? Yeah, exactly. Do you think they have a Disney World in Corvair?
I'm sure. Somewhere out there. As you hear the Little Mermaid
Little
tune.
owl bear mascot.
Somewhere. Or is that Bible? Out there.
Yeah, that's Bible.
It's in
It's
in
a
the
small
demon
world
wastes.
after all.
It's a small cold bear after all.
Okay, that doesn't flow as well.
It doesn't.
I just want to make sure I got all my notes right so far for this session. So tell me if anything sounds wrong.
I'll be back.
All right. So, Emberly is on a search for Doritos. Corbin is gambling as always. Eltor is on the dance floor trying to strike up conversation. Emberly stole wine and is drinking in an uncivilized manner. Corbin is spitting on goblins. Corbin's a gambling competition are cheating, green-eared bastards. The handlers of the party just arrived. Galla got ambushed by the Emerald Claw. Emerald Claw officer used the item to summon Chimera. Could have more.
Dude.
Explosions outside, possibly airship.
MDK, you're doing God's work right now because like this is the first session where I am like incapable of taking notes, and you are fucking nailing it. But also, I
This is
didn't
like
spit.
someone reading the news ticker.
Like the first bit is a little ineligible because it's just at Galla, the three swans from the tail were polymorph scholars, and then me entering the dance floor. Like that's where it's a little rough because it took me a while to get set up mentally.
The news ticker thing is so funny. Like just imagining like D&D style notes on like CNN just flying across the bottom of the screen.
I'm better at taking
Yeah.
notes for this than I am for my damn classes.
Yeah.
Name.
Anderson Cooper would be an elf, right? Like I feel like that's the
Imagine an
only
elf
thing
with
that
the
makes
name
sense.
Anderson Cooper.
What? Is that not Sylvan enough for you? Just put an apostrophe in there somewhere and like a umlau or whatever it's called.
Now, if we're talking
it?
about Anderson, we have to talk about the best Anderson, Alexander Anderson.
Okay, I have no. I forget who that is.
They're from Helsing Ultimate.
Okay.
I thought it was like a football player or something.
They're a
There's
Catholic
too many
priest that
Anders
slays
in that
monsters and just so dope.
And we're back. Most of the gala has, well, come to a close. And the bombing from outside has, well, most of the windows shut. From the overlooking That being said, it looks like the security guards are walking around making sure that the handler is okay. The lead guy, Helmhawk, as well as his procession. There is still the large statue of the griffin in the middle of the gala, and your ship does await you if you decide to leave. There's nothing stopping you as you stare along the avenues of Bridge City. Look like a lot of debris, rubble, and smoke.
Val was gonna pause it. I think we should get out of here and simply head back. And my mother will want news of this ASAP.
Is the music still playing?
Sounds like it is.
In our hearts.
Corbin goes, "No, that's just my ringtone," and then he pulls the sending stone out, and he's like, "What'd you say, Thal?"
I said we should probably, if that airship looks like our ticket out of here, we can probably take it back to the university.
Oh man, Thal.
What do you mean? I'm rather young. I have a life ahead of me.
Oh, that's a good point. You know, it's just you're so gaunt sometimes. I forget that you're a young man. What are you? How old are you?
Conversion works.
So he's probably like a little older than me. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he's just a little older than Corbin. All right. You know what? Forget I said anything. I thought we were gonna go to Moonwatch first, or at least talk about that.
We can.
You think we should?
What's awaiting us in Moonwatch again?
We don't know exactly, but there's been some things going on. If you think, I just think we should talk about it.
Because there's my mother needs to be back in 4 days.
Yeah,
there's some Galla and
yeah, exactly.
If I remember correctly, it's Lancaster's supposed to be doing something in Moonwatch in about a week.
Well,
didn't we kill her?
Yeah, but it wasn't just that.
Oh, that was from. I forgot it.
We're still at the party, or if we should go somewhere and discuss. I don't know.
I mean, I guess we were outside.
I have my dancing shoes on. I just wanted to dance.
Oh, that's what the Emerald Claw.
Hey, you did have a small window to dance. You just chose not to.
Oh.
Okay, so I want to go over to the dancing man with the top. I can't read the rest of it.
The top hat.
Very likely, but I want to go over there and ask him to dance. Excuse me, sir.
I was
and
gonna
you danced
roll
through it all very gallantly.
Roll insight if you choose. If there's anything we can do, let us know. Me name is... Oh, what's his name?
He's not here anymore. So that's gonna be a funny name.
Party. What's his name?
Darius.
Jamiroquai.
Darius Jamiroquai. I'm moonwalking right now. You know, on one of those escalator things with the big top hat. He stares over at you. And you may write on your character sheet, Handler's Connection. Darius Jamiroquai.
Oh boy.
Mr. and Miss Ashfall, if you could please check I forget, Bontente. If you could please check the other Emerald Claw person to see if there's anything that, any information we may be able to take from them. I'm going to go outside to see if there's anyone who needs assistance outside.
Sure.
Val is going to check the Chimera's body if it's still anything of use on it.
The Chimera turned back into stone.
Yeah.
Security has been moved appropriately.
What was it that got?
Oh, what's that?
Oh, what was it that I got off the Emerald Claw officer after they died? Because I pickpocketed the envelope with the bag while they were still alive, and you said I got more stuff when they died, but you never specified what.
Inside of the bag, you open it and you find 2 other stones that look remarkably similar, like the Chimera's wax from that of the Emerald Claw.
Yeah, don't open that here.
I'm not gonna open it here, of course not.
Okay,
I'm
you're
stupid, but not that stupid.
You're just a little bit what's the word?
Pretty.
Impulsive
Impo-
and pretty.
Thank you.
Pretty impulsive.
Can I go to Villainous and kind of interrogate her about what she knew and try to get more information there?
Roll persuasion.
Assuming Thao's still there, he will help action because he is also good with persuasion.
Natural 20 plus 7.
Nice.
What's the call? Eltor.
I impress you with my persuasion.
I impress you with my persuasion. What's the call?
Hi.
You're safe. I was worried there for a moment.
What do you know about the Emerald Claw and all that's going down here? What did you mean about this wasn't supposed to happen now? Who's summoning these things and for what purpose?
We've had reports, but we were unsure. We noticed large shipments of vats. We investigated and found some sort of translucent liquid that moved on its own. But then our attentions turned to the handlers after they won the 3 districts. We were for sure thinking we were going to win. And then their master plan. We only set fire to a few places. No one got hurt. There was an old storage house and a unit for some mages and potions. But these Emerald Claw...
I think I remember.
What's that?
I think I remember that.
But these Emerald Claw hooligans, we did not account for them. What's the call?
Hello?
Is there anything else I can help you with? I need to be leaving.
Like, what else do you know about future plans, either through your group or the Emerald? What have you heard about their future plans?
All I really know
Anything we
is that
should...
they were supposed to have met someone this evening. They were to exchange about 10 platinum papers from Sean as some sort of... We are uncertain.
Did you get a name?
Party, what is the call?
Low.
Hi.
I
Low.
heard lows across the board. And it is 1. Well, Party, what's the name of the contact that she had with the Emerald Claw?
Solange.
Solange, she says. You may mark that on your character sheet, and if you mention the name, you receive advantage towards whatever social role you are using.
Okay, so just mark the name.
Solage.
Okay.
And this is an Emerald Enclave contact.
Or Emerald Claw. Yes, I'm gonna do
Or
Enclave a
Emerald
lot. 3.0 and all that. Thank you, Adventure League, for engraving that. Alright, so Emerald Claw. Contact name Solage. Will receive advantage in social roles when used.
Okay. Oh, thank you. You've been a good help. And let us know if there's anything we can do to help as well. And then I'm gonna leave before she can actually say something and join the party. But don't actually
If
tell
you
me.
need anything, goodbye.
Yep. Hey guys, I got a name.
Interesting.
No, Dad. That being said, Eltor, you approach the front and you see the security guards checking everyone out, making sure they're all right. They're not asking for identification or information. They look like they're wrapping things up. No one's really paying attention to the explosions outside right now. Though with a passive perception of 14 or higher, you can tell outside the balcony there are people getting assistance. It's not pandemonium. It looks like the sentry are taking care of the city.
I have a passive perception of 21.
Minus
Is
7.
So question, is there still like an airship outside or has it disappeared?
You can still see that there is an airship parked in the mage's quarters. It looks like it's at one of their traveling stations. There is a second one that looks like some sort of like cargo ship, but the one that is docked that was seen earlier, I believe by Thal, was or is the same one, still docked, and it looks like a passenger ship. And that was a silhouette of different figures in robes with various looking hats.
So is it like the city still being attacked, or like do they need assistance outside?
Nope, it looks like everything is under control. Looks like medics are being sent out to patch people's wounds, if any, but it doesn't look like many, and that's what the passive.
Okay, so my assistance is not needed outside then, correct?
Not currently.
All right, I'm gonna loot the Emerald Claw commander then to see if there's anything unnotable on him then.
Roll investigation.
Well, my little fastest to take a look at him too when I do so I'll get advantage. I'll roll that again since it did give me advantage. Okay, so it's going to be the primary roll because I have advantage because I'm using my glasses immunity.
As you go through the pockets, you
So
find
you-
that the gear can give you a +1 when worn to your AC, but as far as any contents, it looks like an envelope, again sealed with green wax and the mark of the Emerald Claw.
Wait, sorry, you said something gives me a bonus to my AC? What was that?
It looks like some sort of leather armor. It was, well, enchanted and glistening with green hues.
Is it armor or clothing? Is a good
Leather
question.
armor +1.
Okay, I will see if I can
However-
strip that off the body and see hopefully someone in the party wants it.
Yep, or if you can find a good smith or haberdasherist, perhaps they might be able to do something with it.
Really want to see someone with a business card that says happy. But of course.
But of course. Ebberon, I guess. Alright, anything else, party members, before you all decide to leave?
Corbin would like to examine the statue of a griffin and see if he can find any turnips or lemonade or you know, I don't know. He wants to find signs of somebody he might expect to be here, but feels like he's missing, like Quinn or maybe Solheim or something. I don't know. Probably not Solheim, but Quinn.
Roll investigation. With your 25, you peer around but see no sign of Quinn. There's no one from what you would think something to do with the Wizard Emporium or that gang that you met with all those drakes when they robbed that bank. But nothing. Not even a glimmer, not an idea of him anywhere here. But then you turn your eyes back towards the griffin, and their large arms seem to be two giant pillars that hold up all of Bridge City according to this schematic. It's built to scale and you peer around. Roll an Arcana check.
Oh boy. I really gotta get good at this magic stuff. Did that roll not show up?
No rolls have showed up.
Really?
Really?
What is wrong with me?
Well, just
Hold on.
roll and let us know what the number is. It's working out.
I didn't see it that time. It was an Arcana, right?
Yes. Protecting the city, but you were uncertain.
Oh, she would really want to talk to it.
For reals. Alright, anyone else for any actions before you all head off to the dock?
I kind of want to just pill for a few more sweets.
Before we leave, there was that person who was trying to abduct Miss Ashfall, who was turned into the guards. We want to wait in the morning to see if do we absolutely have to leave this evening, or do we want to see if there's any information that can be gleaned?
Thoughts back, because multiple
I
people have
know.
dropped.
That was
Is that
my
like the
thoughts
or
exactly.
whatever?
What was that, Thal?
Oh, I said, was that like the cadet person who was at the ball? There was like a cadet, like a youngish cadet that I recall seeing him at the dance or whatever. Is that the person we're talking about who kidnapped whatchamacallit? Emberly?
I don't even know who you're talking about.
There was like a young cadet person.
No, I remember the cadet, but I'm saying was there somebody here that tried to, like, did that happen here? Or
I think it was someone from a previous attempt is here.
okay. So I didn't miss that. Good. Well, the last people who did it were the Strix gang, weren't they? Or was it the Sans? I thought we determined that it was the Strix gang that did it last time, right?
You may roll a wisdom
wait.
check and ask a question, DC 15 to get a yes or no answer.
Okay. That seems
Wise
fair.
Griffin.
I rolled an 8.
You are uncertain.
I'm drooling.
I'm sorry, I got pulled away for a second. What did we say about trying to, about the gnome wizard? Was there any
There's a
determinations
gnome
about
wizard.
him, or
What?
Receive a point of inspiration, as that was the figure that was invisible trying to kidnap Emberly, as well as do some sort of dastardly spell upon Thal the night before at the Side Booth Inn.
I'm sorry, who gets the point of inspiration?
You do, darling.
Is that for me? No, but this
feel like
the
it's
one yes, the
terrible
one we
father.
captured earlier. Who was after Miss Ashfall, and apparently was also maybe was the same person who was after Mr. Von. God, I'm sorry, I keep forgetting his last name.
Von Trapp.
Von Trapp.
Von Trapp. He may know something, and we did capture him alive.
All right, wait. So did this happen the other night when Neb and I went on our secret mission? Is that what happened?
Apparently, someone invisible tried to accost Mr. Van Depp, and earlier we believe it was the same individual who tried to attempt to capture or do something with Miss Ashfall earlier during the day.
I just
That makes
don't
it
remember
sound
that
so
happening
creepy.
before. That happened.
You were in the shop
in
doing
the-
clothing shopping.
The chase scene where Elturin cast like Wall of Force or something to like hold back the assailant or whatever.
I don't know why I can't remember that. I should have notated better.
Wasn't it in the inn? Like around the time we were killing Lancaster?
Nope. What happened was it was the following day. We had
Oh.
you saw someone
Yeah.
was following you. They tried to cast a spell on you. You tried running after them. I saw you were chasing somebody after I basically bought some spell components. And then we met between the two of us. We managed to track down the wizard. Upon which he tried to
remember
fireball
that.
us. I
You
counterspelled.
guys
him.
tried to
And then
go
he almost
shopping at the tailor for
Yeah,
outfits for
yeah,
this
yeah.
event.
Yes, I remember now. Brain fart.
Didn't he try to like talk to me when I first got in?
Yes.
And we have him live here?
Yes, the city guard were able to capture him because I put him in a
Oh,
bubble.
the city guard has him. Awesome. Well, I mean, maybe they'll let him answer a few questions for us.
Sure. Let's do it. I want to see this guy. This young dragon cadet.
So
Perfect.
I think
Finally need
this
some
whole
interrogation techniques.
Dude, I can't wait to see that cowboy lizard play good cop, bad cop. Corbin's shadow has just been noogieing this goblin for probably like a half hour at this point while we've all been looking around. So I think he's going to let go and maybe even just like kind of toss the goblin like Jazzy Jeff style, just off camera. And then yeah, I think for the next half hour that I have this shadow, I would like to try to find this gnome wizard and talk to him.
They probably have him secure at the at whatever prison facility they have him. And of course, I was the one who
I don't
captured
think I
him.
want to use her as bait or anything. No, I think
I want to use myself as bait.
Okay.
That's certainly a statement.
That's all. And then the shadow next to me just like shrugs.
Oh, don't get into this too, Shadow.
Corbin like turns around and then the shadow also turns around and like kind of tries to whistle, but it just sounds like
Yeah.
So what are you doing to the poor goblin who's been winning at the Dabo tables?
Oh, he Jazzy Jeff throws him, you know? Like, he just...
Okay. All the chips go flying into the air as you see people dashing around to pick them up, screaming, Dabo chips, and have the shadow roll an attack for the throw or athletics for the distance.
All right. It will be this plus a 12. So, let's see. A 25.
They go hurling into the air as various chips fall to the ground. They rally themselves and fix their vest. I'll see you all in Avernus. And he begins to walk away.
That guy's a freak. Corbin yells, Dabo!
He holds up 3 fingers and points them away from himself and back at you.
Hey. That guy stole my Dabo coins. He had cards up his sleeve like you wouldn't believe. I think he had a whole...
It's amazing that people with magic, or like, we live in a world of magic, and yet people still try to like, do the cards up the sleeve thing.
Yeah,
Well,
especially
from
when
what I
prestidigitation
understand-
exists.
Mr.
I
Ashfall,
don't
do you
know.
need me to retrieve your chips for you from the huckster?
Oh, no. No. Let the other goblins, you know. I believe in socialism.
Remember, it's the same goblins that you
How
saw
does
at the
socialism
last ball
affect
you
the
were at.
thieving goblin?
Ooh, what's that, Eltor?
Oh, the Welter says, how does socialism affect thieving goblins?
How does it affect the goblins?
Distribution of the extra.
Yeah. You take from the rich and you distribute evenly.
And you make sausage rolls.
Exactly how that works, but okay. Welter looks super confused here.
Are you all going to be talking to the
That's the
young
music
cadet before setting off to Sharn or Moonwatch?
No, we're not. No, the cadet is a part of the law of the town. We are not running afoul of the law of the town.
Maybe
cadet
just
was the
some-
one who
Exactly.
let us-
Mental damage is not a foul against the cards.
No, we're
Okay.
not attacking the guardsmen of the town. That's no, we're not doing that. No.
I don't want to attack the guard. I want to attack this twerp that's trying to steal my daughter.
No. Oh, no. Oh, no. The cadet. The cadet is the person who was interested in Miss Ashfall. All right.
Yes.
He is the one who was basically he's part of the guards, and he might be able to get us in to see the person who tried to kidnap her.
Oh. Cadet does not equal gnome guy.
Correct.
Elto, you know, I'm surprised you haven't gotten tenure here. Well, you know. Anyway,
Retirement was an option actually, and I'm not sure if it's still on the table or not. I am taking a brief thing for my travels.
I mean, if you want, I can put your name into my mom's, you know, whatever, watch list. She's usually the one who signs off on the tenure stuff,
watch list.
if that's correct.
It is one of the reasons I did want to return Mrs. Lancaster to your mother, Mr. Von Tett.
She will be happy to see your dead body, that's for sure.
Well,
And he will hurtle out a litany of expletives in Elvish.
in Elvish language. But well, she is still reconstituting herself. So with the pieces I have here, which I've separated, she might be able to put herself together enough that your mother might be able to deal with her in some way.
He's like a
Oh
little
yeah,
buff.
I completely forgot that you briefly preserved her for some random reason.
her fucking limbs have like a magnetic pull to each other. It's like the opposite of a quartering.
Again, she may be trying to pull herself back together, or maybe I'm not sure if that's something that makes her alive or undead or
See,
what.
that's what that's
I sort of wanted to get her back to the labs at Morgrave to sort of get a more interesting look at this.
Yeah. Put her under a microscope.
Yeah, can you imagine if buildings had that ability? Then they wouldn't fall apart as easily. What?
Imagine if. Yeah, no, that's a good point. So, we have to talk to this cadet.
The cadet may bring us in to see him in the evening outside normal hours. So that's one reason.
Do you think I should make myself also look like a young woman to maybe like really lay down the pressure on him?
Yes.
Okay.
So you wish to seduce the cadet, Mr. Ashfall?
I didn't
Yes.
say that. And you know, we can
Nature take its course.
exactly. Yeah, sure. Corbin tries not to think of a student. Tries to just think of like just get as close to like Emmy's age with like with as kind of maybe like a humanoid whatever as he could be, I guess. Like I don't think he's gonna go for like a goblin, but
Make a
like a
recommendation.
tiefling or whatever.
He did seem
Do you
quite
ever look like
interested.
me when I'm not around?
I've never really thought about doing.
Well, actually, considering he did seem to have an interest in Miss Ashfall, maybe you may want to use her appearance as a pattern.
No, and he just kind of looks at Emmy to see what what her reaction to that suggestion is.
Like, if you are not fine.
Okay, well, yeah, I guess if I have your permission, in a suit, like a like a pantsuit, with teeth on the lapels, probably same color though, and yeah, he kind of like.
Amberly's really disturbed by it. It's like when you hear your own voice. It's like you, but not you.
I think. Yeah.
Quick question. Now, do I know at the university that Mr. Ashfall is and Jerry have their respective classes they teach with their specialties? Because it's known that I teach like fighting.
One of them teaches astronomy. It's either astronomy or astrology. I forget which one.
Neb is astrology. Neb is astrology. Jerry is illusion. Emmy
Unorthodox
is
illusions.
Demolition. And Corbin is dimensionism.
So Jerry teaches illusion, correct?
Yes.
Yep. How to use illusion magic in unorthodox ways.
Mr. Jelly,
Seems
I'm
like
sure you could
unorthodox.
some pointers with the within your field to make sure the illusion looks quite right. Maybe...
it's not an illusion. You see Corbin change into her, Emmy's twin right now. Just with his clothes on, but like a mixture of her and
So
his
like a
clothes on, and
covert
in an
chaperone.
effeminate way. Yeah,
Now,
I guess.
oh, that's fascinating. For a moment, I thought you.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes Jerry will spice me up or something, but I also I can change my appearance. I can
Spice you up?
Spice you up? What?
Yeah.
I give him a little extra pizzazz.
Yeah. Like when I'm Gil and he is. Does your cowboy counterpart have a name, or is it just.
We'll go with Larry the Lizard Folk.
Did you say Bogo Larry?
No, Larry the Lizard Folk.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. Yeah, so when I'm Gil and he's Larry, you know.
You can be Rocky.
So, Miss Ashfall, do you? Well, that is very some interesting magic right there. It's like polymorph, or maybe, it's not an illusion, is it? And like, it is like a type of that's actually you are changing yourself. Maybe, yeah, it must be alter self is what I must be seeing. But very, very interesting work on there. What do you think, Mass Ashfall? Do you think he looks ready to try to seduce the young cadet?
Why do you keep saying seduce?
I think we could make this a competition. We can seduce him first.
Okay, I'm sorry. I will rephrase. How about tantalize? Would tantalize you make you feel more comfortable?
I just want to make him sweat a bit. That's all. You know.
You do make him hot and bothered, correct?
Hey Jerry.
Meanwhile, Thal just has his hand, like his head in his hands, and he's just like, why?
Yeah. Corbin looks at Jerry and he's like, dude, what is this guy's problem?
I'll say, you just see me cast Minor Illusion just where you can see it, and just the letters that say, I don't know.
IDK. Listen, Emmy, if you want to do a competition, I know I'm not trying to. I don't want this guy to just be slobbering over us. You know, I'm just trying to. We're just trying to pass through, and you know, he might be more inclined if he's a little bit flustered. That's all I'm saying.
Is this just a form of retribution, though? Like, there's no actual information that you want to get from him? What's the point of it again?
I thought the idea was we're trying to get into the jail so that we can interrogate that guy.
We're trying to basically tantalize the cadets so we can make sure we can influence, we get into the jail to basically to question the person who assaulted Miss Ashfall and Miss Fontet. Mr. Fontet, sorry.
Oh, wait, so we're trying to tantalize, like, someone who works at the prison to get in?
There was
effectively.
Yeah, there was.
I thought we were just gonna try to get that guy.
No,
we're tantalizing the guy at the prison to get access to the guy.
That would be very awkward, father-daughter.
I mean, how far do we want to take it? They do say Haley cast the sky self.
Oh, triplets. You see, now he cannot refuse, correct? That's how that works.
But the difference is that he's like still a taller version, you know, because Emmy's considered small, and I don't think you can change your size with this guy's self.
You cannot, except for about like a foot or two. So we'll just say I'm like an older sister or something like that.
Yeah.
I also have wings.
Yeah, the wings should be fine. I don't know if we can use them, but.
I mean,
I thought you couldn't get extra
illusion to make it seem like I got wings.
Okay, so, should we start placing bets on this?
What is the bet? Do we who gets us through to the prison faster?
Yeah.
Who gets us in prison faster? Well,
I was just gonna say on ourselves. Y'all get us inside. I'll deal with them.
All right, who's beginning this menage a trois?
Don't call it that.
That's just the body father-daughter moment.
Thou will simply like.
It's a father-daughter Jerry moment. Just three Emberleys, different heights and outfits, just walking up.
It's like, is it cake?
It's like a weird episode of Alias. And cake. A hybrid. I'm gonna start off with
Go
some
ahead,
insight
cadet.
checks,
Take a
but you
bite.
go ahead and let me know what you're saying to this young cadet as he's saying good night. You gonna have a good night? Good night? Yes, good night. Oh. You have sisters.
Aren't you going
Hi.
to introduce us, Amberly?
Introduce yourself.
Oh, okay. Hello, young cadet. My name is... Oh shit.
Yep, that's her name. Oh shit.
What's my name, cadet? Tell me.
Roll deceit, persuasion, or performance.
I will help action, so you get advantage.
I don't know if I deserve it.
Val appears over to your side and helps straighten the back of your hair. Moves like a wig.
Thank you, honey.
He eyes you for a moment.
I'm
then-
Aaron.
And then, what your name? Diamond, because you sure don't look that rough.
That was a very bad pickup line. He's gonna say this in his head, obviously.
Mm,
This is our older sister, Jerry.
just keeps the name.
Hey, I'll just like do like a
Performance.
Now, tell us, cadet, is this working?
Is it what working? I mean, we've got everything under control. They chanted the rains down, and thanks to looks like they're gone now. But he points at you, and then back at Emberly, and then back at Jerry, and then back at you again, like fellow or so. It's everything's fine. We're fine now.
Okay. Well, we have someone we need to talk to.
Oh, is it,
Isn't that right, sisters?
I love the backup you're receiving.
I'm letting you. I'm letting you do all the talking, sister.
Oh well, my mouth is getting tired, and he winks at the cadet.
You sure?
Range for the command word. Flute. Urge thing.
Oh, by the way, nay.
Nay.
At
What's
this rate, it may be a nay.
I'm wondering if I could take it out and blow just like a little toot that only he really could hear. But if kind of the little or the periphery characters hear it too, I wouldn't care.
You just take it out and go like.
Yep. Do a little toot on the command word dirge.
And it just and he starts dancing.
Is your command word to make him dance, or what's your command?
Oh shoot, what's like one word like to get him to take to the prison?
Open? Like open the gate or whatever.
Like, can I do 2 words? prison keys or give keys.
Give.
Give keys right now.
What about
And I
like?
make little grabby hands.
What about?
Give.
Okay. I mean, it's an option, and you can try and roll performance to get out 2 words for a single word spell. Roll DC high.
I will help action again.
Thal takes you aside and helps you
Wait, can I-
bend your elbow.
Can I throw a
Thal,
suggestion
like-
out real quick?
Thal
Yes,
reaches
please.
into your purse and toots on the
So,
flute.
I do have the spell called Gift of Gab, which makes somebody forget the last 6 seconds of conversation, and those words can be replaced with a different 6 seconds. So you could give the command to listen, make him forget, but the command will still be active, and then we'll give the actual command we want with the new 6 seconds.
Instead, I think Emberly's just gonna like twirl her hair and be like, "Could you please take us to see the prisoner? We really need to ask him a question."
So she like toots the flute and then is like, never mind.
I'll use dancing lights to give her more flattering lighting.
Maybe I could have done it.
You hear the entire Galla go quiet, and everyone's ears peer in your direction. Roll persuasion.
Everybody?
I also will put on my cape of billowing, so I have this like wind effect.
And I'll give her the help action, because I'm using the dancing lights to kind of make her more... I'm trying to look for the word. I don't know, something.
I'm surprised you're not doing it as yourself, as me.
I pressed the digitation, some like sparks. Just
Oh, you meant the guy we took earlier, and it's back at Jerry, and then back at Diamond, and then back at Jerry, and then back at you, and that's you. And then he starts pointing at the other 2 again, and then that's where you, one of you, were helping as well as you. And he points over at Eltor. Yes, you want to see the prisoner tonight, now, immediately. Is that who you want to talk to?
I think that would not be too much of an imposition.
It'd be quite lovely.
Roll
Yeah.
performance, Jerry. I feel like
Yes,
Jerry
this
is
is
the
something I'm
Rizzo
good at.
of the group.
25.
I'm Amberly, dancing with demonology. 25 with your performance. Right. I mean, we can. I mean, we've got to wrap up here. I can meet you.
Oh, really quick.
Everyone who's a part of this, you're all standing in some degree within 10 feet of each other, helping each other, dancing lights each other, watching a fan being torn to the side with an extension cord, lighting all of you up in some Beyonce Photoshop. So everyone must roll a persuasion check. You may, or performance.
That's a 30.
Maybe it was the twinkle of the moon or the stars hitting the luminescent jellies from the river as the rain goes by. But you all succeed somehow. He takes out his keys and then puts them away in his pocket. Would have got to get there first. See? And then he begins to lead you all, one by one, triplets and all, to the dungeons of Bridge City.
I'm gonna do a 3-way high five.
yeah,
then it kind of
we
like-
have
I don't think we should be
Alright.
discussing 3-way with what just occurred a little bit ago, honestly.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? This way.
And so now I am doing a high five with me, myself, and I.
Val simply says, I will neither confirm nor deny this rumor.
This started with the me, myself, and I bet, and it's ending with one too.
So did anyone have triplets on their bingo card tonight? I did. I almost put triplets in. But then Thal never walked up to any of the debutantes. So I was like, well, no triplets there. But anyone else?
No.
I didn't, but I will make a bingo card for next game.
Oh, please do.
I did say left the bard high and dry, who wanted me to get her a drink or whatever.
I'm trying to load the map as we speak. He takes you outside into the rock district. You feel the cool breeze of the river hit your sides. Then you peer around and you see various medics as well as sentries guiding people to and fro. You're unsure exactly where he's leading you, and then you arrive at one of the large columns that hold up this great bridge. Meanwhile, Corbin, you notice that one of the columns he has led you to is the same as the large arms that were meant to secure this new idea of Bridge City. You all peer around as he takes out some keys and turns a few locks. He looks back at you, and then shimmies his shoulder over to the side so none of you know which key exactly is in which lock, as there are 4 in total. You may roll perception to see if you can get the combination.
Perception.
Yeah.
I did.
If you did, you may roll 1d4.
Okay. Three.
If you rolled 4, you know each lock and each key. If you rolled 3 and so on, you know. However, if you rolled 1, you may ask a question about the locks at any time, as well as any future locks inside of the dungeon.
If you got 3, wouldn't that essentially be the same as getting 4? Because you'd know by process of elimination, the last one.
To an extent, yes,
In
but
theory.
Emberly, roll 1d12. Only one other key, so there's 5 in total. So that's why the odds aren't exactly correct. But yes, you are close.
Okay.
I'm gonna ping if you can all place your character in this area. Alright, Jerry, I'm going to place yours here in a moment. You all walk into a small chamber. It's not very long or very large, but it leads to another door with in the middle and 2 other guards are standing guard as they see the young cadet come through. I was just bringing these chaps here. They needed to see the place. No reason to cause alarm. Each of you roll insight on the other guards.
Ooh. 5.
$13.
Amberly and Corbin, you notice that they aren't very interested in what's going on with you all as of yet. But the guard in front, the young cadet, they seem to be studying. Why, what you got going on tonight? You find another murderer? Oh, nothing like that, he says. And then he begins to walk south. Do you all decide to do anything or interact in any way?
Minor illusion wings a little bit.
I'll say, like, I'll look at Emberly and be like, did they say murder? And like just try to look really concerned. But
I'm
like
just
also
waiting
really
for you to add
loudly.
an ooh at the end.
Ooh.
Did you just ooh-woo? Did I hear an ooh-woo?
What? What do you mean? I didn't hear anything but a mention of a murderer.
I love how Eltor is like pushing you along, being like, what did I just hear? Corbin slash
Can you put me on the
Diamond.
map, actually?
What was that?
Oh, can you put me on the map, please?
Oh, yes. I'll grab that here in just a moment. I'm setting up another scene right now. That being said, Corbin, roll performance. You're awfully pretty. What are you doing out here tonight with this fella?
Mr. Giggles? Oh my god, a natural 20 for a 19.
He looks around for a bit.
I flutter my eyelashes.
What's the call?
Oh, sorry, yes. Let it ride.
Door, escort these ladies and fine escorts.
Did he just say that to the guard?
Yeah, to the young.
Or the goat.
I thought you were calling the guard, Mr. Giggles.
Yes, open the door, Mr. Giggles. I'm scared out here. There might be a murderer.
No, the murderer's in here with us. Here, I'll show you. He opens up the lock and turns the crank. It's the same 5th key from before, and leads to another cage door. Well, at least there's a small tentacle of a thing wriggling around on a chain connected to the floor. Next to him, an unfamiliar figure. Perhaps. Everyone roll perception. And then the third, on the left, the gnome. He gnarls his nose as Mr. Giggles enters and allows the rest of you to follow. Right this way.
I'm gonna definitely like keep my head on a swivel and like look at what the hell.
BTW, I hear you on that, Mad. I'm having some technical moments with D&D Beyond right now too, but we'll.
Oh, sorry. I was just saying that like I want to kind of peer into these cells and see what's going on in them as I'm walking down.
Roll investigation.
Which one of these is the murderer? I got a 20.
Giggles points at the gentleman with the white hair. This fella here, he says. He murdered him. I brought him in myself about 2 nights ago. Yep, right there in the square. Shocking, really.
Wow, you must be so brave.
I definitely am. And he looks over at the gnome behind the cage, the one on the left. That's the gentleman you're looking for. He's the one that tried to harass you out on the streets.
Where
Look
we
at my fingers at him.
where we need to sort of glare down this miscreant of sorts and say that happened earlier in the day, right? So it's still like the same day as us getting the like our outfits and stuff, right? Just out of character.
Yeah, I think it was the same day.
Yep, same day. We haven't had a night rest yet since that happened.
Okay. So he's gonna glare at this idiot and say, "What were you doing this morning, trying to sneak up on my friends and cast a spell?" And he's gonna glare at him and like try to almost like sort of strike some sort of fear into him.
Intimidate the gnome into gathering information.
I'll use dancing lights to create an ominous red glow from underneath him.
So you're making him Batman. Okay, fair. Is that help action or anything, or just aura?
Yeah.
I mean,
Help.
yeah, that's my help act. It was either this or straight mental.
I will burn an inspiration to re-roll.
Well, Emberly can give help too.
Would that be triple advantage? I don't think that's how that works.
I'll give you a +1.
That'll be a 13, and I'm a re-roll with inspiration. Let me go mark that on my thing.
Altor, Corbin, you. We'll go about another 2 minutes and then wrap up.
19 for the intimidation.
Don't have much I can really add to this, you know.
So did Thalancor say anything, or did you just give him a look?
No, I said, what were you doing this morning?
All right. You already got advantage on it?
Friends
Or
now?
no?
I got advantage, and then I used heroic inspiration to reroll, and I ended up with a 19.
Okay.
And if you're counting the +1, that's a 20.
Okay. And the only thing I could think to do is to try to help with the intimidation, but it doesn't seem like you need it, so.
I was meant to meet Lannister. There at the side booth. Came in. Saw a body all over in fucking jars and shit. And a bowl. Kept scratching at it. What y'all did to her was inhumane. Giggles. And with that...
Did he say he's going to be Lancaster?
What's that?
Fast, did he say he was going to meet Lancaster?
He did.
Okay.
And with that, we reconvene in 2 weeks. Allow you all to think about your next moves as you're there in the dungeons of Bridge City, as the man behind bars accuses you of dismembering someone he knew. I mean, you're
So there's no
triplets,
game next week.
so you might have a chance. Game next week? Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, you said in like
Okay.
2 weeks time.
Oh, sorry, I meant in 1 week. My bad. Maybe I'm foreshadowing something. I don't know. But we should be good next week. I mean, as long as everyone else is. I got into a COD moment.